Well, good morning, Jose and Lisa and Jeremy. Good morning, Colin. Grandma, good morning. Alan, good morning. Apple, good morning. Kay, good morning. Tank, good morning. Peace, good morning. Oh my gosh. Cam, good morning. Good morning, Juan. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Buddy. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Soto and Jorge and Mike, Jeff, Anthony. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, John. Good morning, Angel. Good morning. Man, Angel says good morning to everybody. Good morning. Man, good morning. Man, good to see all you boys and girls this morning. Christina, good morning. Good to see you. Oh, good morning, Bright Star. I like that one. Caleb, good morning. Homeboy, good morning. Sweetie, good morning. Sweet and Salty, good morning. Man, Leonard, good morning. Miguel has joined us. Good morning. Victor, good morning. Miguel, like the live. I love it. Good morning. Tony, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Good to see you. Angel says she appreciates me. Oh, that is so sweet. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Chris. Thank you, by the way, Angel. Good morning, Victor Corporate Services. Victor Corporate Services. Good morning to you, too. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. Tingum says, you are a good person. I try to be. I'm certainly not perfect, but I try. How's that? Good morning, Rosita. Good morning. Good morning. How would you invest $500,000? My gosh, $500,000. I'd probably start off by putting it in a mutual fund and let it make some money while I'm figuring out what to do with it. And then from there, you can start businesses, you can buy real estate, you can do all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, school and parents don't teach anything now. I'm 30 and still have no idea. What'd that say? How financing works. Well, we're going to talk to you about that. And for you guys that want to, I mean, we've got a success school. It's called Residual Earners University, and we go over all that sort of stuff in there all the time. If you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to start a business, if you're wanting to learn about financial stuff, that's what we're there for. We bring experts in to talk. We've got courses you take. We've got, my gosh, I bring my wealth management guy in, and he teaches us how to manage wealth. And I mean, I can go on and on and on. But anyway, I recommend it. It's real good. People love it. We got hundreds of people in there. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Residualearnersuniversity.com. For you guys just joining, I'm Presley Swagerty. Presley, Presley, Swagerty, 1G, Swagerty. Grew up in the ghettos of South Dallas. I was a high school basketball coach for 16 years. Loved that. Did it with a passion. Taught algebra, sponsored the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Felt like I helped kids, but never made much money. When you're in public education, you don't make much money. I was trying to figure out what to do with my life, and my high school coach brought me a network marketing business. I decided since it was coach, I'd go have lunch with him. So I went and looked, decided to get involved. It exploded. I became the number one earner in the company. That was over 20 years ago. And for 20 years, I've been the number one earner in the company, made millions and millions and millions of dollars. And it's been crazy. Still making millions of dollars. It's crazy. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, from there, we bought a car dealership, scaled it up to 7. We have a printed circuit board company, logistics company, auto transport company, car washes, real estate. And I'm in the process of buying some franchises now. Oh my gosh, Randy, something about Randy Hedge. What'd that say? Did Randy Hedge really teach you? Oh my God. I taught him, Junior. I taught Randy Hedge everything he knows. My gosh, that boy. Actually, Randy Hedge is my best buddy, so I'm ragging on him. I think Randy Hedge and I, we've taught each other some stuff. How's that? As a matter of fact, he may join me this morning. He texted me and said he might join me. So if he does, that'll be fun. Y'all hang around. You get to hear Randy Hedge go. But anyway, what else? Yeah, I'm in the process of buying some franchises now. So I'm looking. Look, yeah, Juniors is giving me a hard time. I got you. Looking to buy some franchises now, so we're after it, baby. I mean, that's all I can say. I've actually written some books. I mean, and that's a story in and of itself for you new folks. I hated English, can't spell cat. Grammar's not very good, and here I am writing books. You know, it just shows you. Never thought I'd get involved in network marketing. Never crossed my mind that I'd do that. And I certainly didn't think I'd write books because I didn't even like English. So now I'm the number one earner in the network marketing company, and I'm writing books. Is that not crazy? I tell people, be flexible. You never know what the good Lord's going to send your way. But anyway, I wrote Millionaire by Halftime. Believe it or not, I know I don't look it, but I'm one of the top network marketers in the world. And I wrote a book, How to Win with Network Marketing, Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. And then I wrote Be, Do, and Have More. Be, Do, and Have More. I wrote that one. That's just a success book. You got to be before you can do, and do before you can have. And then I'm working on Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. So I'm working on another one. I mean, is that not kind of crazy? A guy that just struggles with English and spelling and all that stuff is writing books. You can do anything you set your mind to, boys and girls. Come on, let's figure that out. By the way, anybody that wants to get in the running for a free copy, just hit follow at the top of the screen. We're going to pull 50 names out Monday. We'll pull 50 names out, and I'll ship them to you. I'm talking about the hard copy. We'll ship them to you. We'll direct message you, get your address, and we'll ship them to you. Send 50 copies out Monday. We'll pull those names Monday afternoon. So anyway, if you want to get in the running for a free copy, hit follow. So hit follow real quick. Did you? Hit follow. Okay, now go to our podcast channel on YouTube. So go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. It'll pull up our podcast channel. Hit subscribe. Then go to any podcast, click on any podcast, go to the comment section and write free books. That's it. Hit follow here. Go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. It'll pull up our podcast channel. Hit subscribe, and then click on any podcast, any video, go to the comment section and write free books. And Monday, we'll pull 50 names out and send 50 copies out. How's that? Well, good morning, Jenny says. Good morning. Good morning to you, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. Oh, Matt, I'm confused, Matt. You don't know me no more than a hole in the wall. I mean, you don't know what my heart is. You don't know what I'm doing. You jump on here. Guys, there's a thing that I figured out real quick. People that are haters, it's people that come from the bottom. I got a lot of successful friends. I don't know one successful person that jumps on somebody's TikTok and hates. It's always from the bottom. It's always from people that are jealous. They don't have anything. They haven't done anything, and they're going to get on there and rag on you. Now, Matt, I'll say this. I'll still help you if you want me to, but there's no need for nonsense like that. I'm telling you. Get to know me, and then if you think that, then say that. But somebody that doesn't know me, you don't know what my heart is. I've helped lots and lots of people. I've already made millions of dollars, buddy. I mean, I'm not here to try to make a bunch more millions. And I mean, I'll not adjust my halo and say I don't like making money. I do, but I don't do these lives, guys. I don't get up and go 2 or 3 hours in the morning because I'm making money off these things, huh? Oh, anyway, never mind. Let's get going, huh? How do I start trading? Well, either read The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham and start doing your own research and investing, or get you a financial advisor. If you don't have one, I recommend my guy. And I don't make money for saying that. He's amazing though. Duke Tran. Go to dukewealthmanagement.com, dukewealthmanagement.com. And Duke is amazing. He's made me tons of money, and he's my wealth management guy. As a matter of fact, if you go into our university, we've got some videos of him talking about that if you want to get to know him. Again, if you haven't joined our university, do it, guys. I'm telling you, if you really want to run with winners and learn how to make some money, change your life, try us out. It's $29, but it'll be the best $29 you ever invested in yourself. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. residualearnersuniversity.com. Well, all right, let's get this thing rolling. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to get me one more sip of coffee. Benjamin Graham is the author, The Intelligent Investor. But I'm telling you, it's a serious read. It's about this thick. It's a serious read, but it's great. Warren Buffett accredits Benjamin Graham with a lot of his success. By the way, if you're just sitting around, tap on that screen, guys. Help our algorithm. That really gets us going. So anyway, here we go. Let's get moving. I'm going to go through No One Accidentally Wins. Y'all ready for that? No one accidentally wins. By the way, I go off my notes. I got a bunch of notes. I give speeches all over. So I got notebooks full of notes, and I pull a few out in the morning to go over with you. So here we go. No one accidentally wins. Y'all ready? No one accidentally wins. Success never happens by accident. You don't stumble into greatness. You don't trip over financial freedom. You don't wake up fit, fulfilled, or free. Guys, you got to understand, we got to work at this. We got to plan, prepare, produce, then we can provide. We can do it. I'm telling you right now. Let me say that again. You don't stumble into greatness. You don't trip over financial freedom, and you don't wake up fit, fulfilled, or free. Every win you see, whether on the field, in business, or in life, was built on purpose, with purpose. On purpose, with purpose. The people who win long-term made a decision to do so. I'm always talking about, you got to decide you want to change your life. Then you got to commit to it. Then you got to focus on it, and then you can do it. I'm telling you, the people who win long-term made a decision to do so. They planned, they practiced, they sacrificed, they committed again and again. I'm going to say it again. No one accidentally wins, boys and girls. Accidental effort never produces intentional results. You know why we love an overnight success story? People love the story of someone making it overnight, but what they don't see is this: 5 to 10 years of grinding, dozens of failures, late nights, early morning, hard workouts, setbacks that nearly made them quit. The truth is, success is public, but the process is private. You know, we see these people and we think, oh man, they were an overnight success. No, baby, they're not. I'm telling you, they were grinding for 3, 4, 5, 6 years to get to be that overnight success, huh? Jeff Bezos started Amazon selling books out of his basement, huh? Let's get real. Colonel Sanders was in his 60s living on a Social Security check when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. My gosh, Domino's Pizza was started by an orphan that had to put his Volkswagen up to be able to lease his first little pizza joint. Now he's a billionaire. Sam Walton, he struggled with 1 5 and dime for years before it turned into Walmart. Guys, you got to put effort out. You don't accidentally win. Behind every win is a mountain of invisible work. Man, you know, I was a successful basketball coach, but you know what the people at the games didn't see? The hours we spent in the weight room, my team did. Man, day after day after day in that weight room, getting stronger and bigger and faster. All the hours we spent working on the fundamentals. People in the stands come to show up at the game and they just think it happened so easily. No, it was hours and hours and hours of work, hours of practice. And guys, that's the way success in life is. You're going to have to get into it. You know what? People see me as a successful network marketer. Absolutely. They don't see all the grinding that I did there in the beginning to get it going. I'm telling you, make a decision, commit to it, focus on it, and you can accomplish anything you want to in your life. But just understand, it's not going to be easy, huh? Is it worth it? Absolutely. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Behind every win is a mountain of invisible work. The work behind the win. Athletes don't accidentally become champions. They train for hours while others sleep. Entrepreneurs don't accidentally build empires. They risk, they fail, they adapt, and they keep showing up. Speakers don't accidentally move audiences. They rehearse, they refine, they master their message, huh? Come on, baby. Wealthy people don't accidentally build fortunes. They budget, they invest, they delay gratification, they have self-discipline, and they learn, huh? Winning is a pattern, a rhythm, a choice made daily. You know, I'm going to go farther and say that winning is a habit, but so is losing. You got to get in that winning habit. You got to make the decision. You got to commit to changing your life. You got to focus on it daily. That's why the vision board and the goals are so key, that we have a vision board and goals, and every day we look at that vision board and read those goals and keep it fresh on our mind, what we want to accomplish with our life. You know, I'm a basketball coach. I love Kobe Bryant. Kobe was known not just for his talent, but for his unmatched work ethic, as was Michael Jordan. While others enjoyed their offseason, Kobe was up at 4 a.m. training. He didn't become the Black Mamba by luck. He engineered his results through discipline, sacrifice, and obsession with improvement. Are you obsessed with getting better? Come on, baby. And I'm talking about just you. Reading books, watching personal growth giants, running with the winners, growing as a person. How about that? There was nothing accidental about Kobe Bryant's greatness. Here we go. Y'all want to know how to live like winning is on purpose? Here we go. Set clear goals. Guys, I tell people all the time, do you a vision board and write your goals down. Print off pictures of the car you want, the house, the boat, the plane, the vacation, the second home, the jewelry, the church, the kids, whatever you want your life to look like, guys. I'm telling you, print off some pictures, make you a collage in your house somewhere. Just maybe in the back of your closet door. I'm not saying stick it in your living room, but know what you want your life to look like. Then write down some goals. I'm telling you, write down some goals. You need 5 to 10 goals that you're focused on accomplishing, guys. Come on, baby, we can do this. I'm telling you, but it takes us doing intentional acts to be a success. We don't accidentally win. See, winners know what they're chasing, and they measure their progress. That's why the vision board and the goals are so important. Do you realize only 3% of the population has written goals? 3%. Do you realize that 3% earns on average 10 times what everybody else does? Huh? Come on, baby. You think you might want to write a few goals down? Come on. Let me say that again. Only 3% of the population has written goals, and that 3% earns on average 10 times what everybody else earns, huh? I'm telling you right now. Number 2, they build systems, not just spurts. So we need to set clear goals. We need systems, not just spurts. Success is built on daily habits, not spurts of motivation. I tell people all the time, get up 30 minutes early and read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book, and watch one personal growth giant while you're sipping your coffee, while you're waking up. Get up 30 minutes early and read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and watch you one personal growth giant every day. Think of this. If I read me 10 pages every day, in a year, that's 10 times 365. I've read 3,650 pages by doing that little bit every day. I've read 15 to 20 good books. You're not the same person. If I watch me one personal growth giant every day, in a year, I've watched 365 personal growth segments. You're not the same person. I'm telling you, you're not the same person. Doing those little things every day, making those habits, I'm telling you what, it's the game changer, because if you want more, you got to become more, baby. Number 3, prepare for adversity. Winners expect resistance and build resilience in advance. Just understand, you're going to get knocked down. It's a fact. In life, you're going to get knocked down, and in business, you're going to get knocked down. So just understand, you're going to get knocked down. Get your butt back up, dust yourself off, learn from the experience, and get going again. That's the only thing we can do. You know, most of the things I do, I've been a success at, but I've had failures. My gosh, we all do. Don't think you having a failure that you're unique, that, oh, I'm the only one failing. Nope, we all fail. We all have failures. You just got to learn from it, get up, dust yourself off, and get back in the game, baby. I tell people I don't win or lose, I win or learn. And sometimes I learn just like everybody else does. So number 1, set clear goals. Number 2, build systems, not just spurts. Number 3, prepare for adversity. Be ready when you get knocked down, get your butt up and get going again. Number 4, show up consistently. Don't just act when it's easy, act when it's necessary. You know, I say this all the time. Winners hang on when losers let go. You got to show up whether you feel like it or not. See, losers will show up when they feel like it. But winners show up when they feel like it and when they don't feel like it. See, self-discipline is simply doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. Huh? Number 5, review, refine, repeat. Champions watch tape. Builders measure progress. Be obsessed with feedback, guys. We've got to measure what we're doing, huh? I don't just say I want to lose weight if that's one of my goals. I say I want to lose 30 pounds and I track it. I don't just say I want to make more money. I say I want to net 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month, and I track it. I don't just say I want some real estate. I say I want 5 rental properties, and I track and I keep up till I get my 5. I put numbers on it. I got to be able to measure this stuff, guys. Come on. So we set clear goals. Number 1, we build systems, not just spurts. Number 3, we prepare for adversity. Number 4, we show up consistently. And number 5, we review, we refine, we repeat. Come on. Decide to win, then prove it daily, Decide to win, then prove it daily. No one accidentally becomes world class. No one drifts into a great legacy. No one lucks into a life of impact and influence. You won't win because it's easy. You'll win because you refuse to quit. Again, winners hang on when losers let go. Because you built it, fought for it, became worthy of it. There's no room for excuses in excellence. I learned a long time ago, you can either make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. So stop hoping and start deciding. Because no one accidentally wins, but anyone can win on purpose. Let me say that one more time. No one accidentally wins, but anyone can win on purpose. Everybody listening to me this morning, baby, I'm telling you right now, you got greatness in you. You're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence. You got greatness in you. You have untapped potential in you. You are amazing. You can do anything you set your mind to. You just got to get your thoughts right, because it's your thoughts that create your actions, and your actions are what create your circumstances. But understand, no one accidentally wins. Do you a vision board, write your goals down, start chasing those every day, get out of bed with purpose and passion, and watch what you can accomplish with your life. I'm telling you, you can do it. I believe with all my heart there's going to be 2 groups of us on this live. There's going to be the group that's glad they did, and there's going to be the group that wishes they had. Oh, my gosh. Good morning, everybody. No one accidentally wins. Man, we covered that one, huh? Good morning. Let's all win together. Oh, my gosh, yes. Oh, good morning, everybody. We're at 10,000 likes. Could we hit 25,000 real quick? Joining us now. We'll have you financially free later. Yeah, baby. Look at that one, man. I'm telling you, guys, what we're referring to there is we've got a success school. If you like what you're hearing here, if you like this, guys, we got a school we put together. We've got a podcast channel called Residual Earners. We do these lives every day. They're called Residual Earners. We've got a school. Guess what it's called? Residual Earners University, because I want to get you making money when you're sleeping, baby. That's how we want to work it. So if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to make money, start a business, scale a business, I'm telling you, jump in our university. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's Residual Earners University.com. Residual Earners University.com. Go there right now. Get signed up and try it out. You know, if you don't like it, you don't have to stay. It's $29. But I'm telling you what, it'll be the best investment you've ever made in yourself if you're wanting to run with winners. Guys, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of winners in there, and you get to network with them and talk to them and visit with them, and I'll mentor you. I mean, come on. Again, if you like my style, then join us in there and you'll love it. I'm telling you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. It's good to see all you guys. I got my coffee this morning. My gosh, it's 6:30 here in Heath, Texas. What time is it where you guys are? Are y'all Central, Eastern, Western, Mountain? What time zone are you? Come on. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Man, I'm glad y'all are here with me, huh? 7:30 where Trey is, okay. Eastern, okay. Eastern, Western, Eastern. Man, you guys there we go. Check that one out. My gosh, REU. Look at that. REU is absolute best price for your money, guaranteed. See, guys, don't take my word for it. Take the people that are in the university. Come on, baby. Give us a shot. If you don't like it, you can leave. Try us out. If you're wanting to change your life, try us out. Go there now. Stop what you're doing. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. Quit thinking about it and be about it. You know, guys, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. You got to do something different if you want something different. And you go, well, getting in a success school is different. Yeah, it is. But you do it at your own pace. There's no pressure on you. I mean, I'm telling you, we got courses in there that you can take, but you do it at your own pace. We do 2 Zooms a week with experts coming in teaching us. You don't have to be on the Zooms, but I recommend it. We've got a video library in there that you can go through at your own pace and learn anything you want to learn. You can talk to winners. You can ask people how to start businesses. You can network with them. You can run with winners, network with business owners. I'm in there to mentor you. You can ask me, and I'll do a Zoom with you. I'll get on a phone call with you. I mean, I'll help you. Come on, baby. Try us out. If you don't like it, leave, but you'll love it. That's why I just keep saying try it, because you're going to love it. Running with winners and changing your environment is the key, baby. Residual Earners University.com. Residual Earners University.com. Good morning, everybody. Man, good morning. It's good. Oh, it's good to have all you guys. Oh, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Man, it's good to see all you guys this morning. All right, let's talk about be a right now person. Y'all want to do that? Be a right now person. In other words, let's do it now. You know, I talk all the time about people, they're always telling me, Presley, someday I'll do me a vision board. Someday I'll write me some goals down. Someday I'll start reading out of a good book. Someday I'll start watching Personal Growth Giants. Someday I'll start running with winners. Someday I'll start getting out of debt. Someday I'll start saving money. Someday I'll start investing. Someday Melissa, it's $29. It's $29 to get in our university. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. Residual Earners University.co. And by the way, good morning, man. Harold Lacey just joined us. Welcome, Harold. I'm excited that you're in our university now. By the way, Harold, for all you guys, anybody that joins today, I'll send you my audio book, Be Doing Have More for free. Be looking for an email from me, Harold. Man, welcome to the team, Harold. I'm excited you joined us. You other guys, do what Harold just did. Join us in our university, residualearnersuniversity.com. All right, be a right now person. Success doesn't wait, and neither should you. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, I'll do it later. Someday I'll, Someday I'll. We don't want to visit Someday Island. Someday Isle is a place we don't want to go. We a do it now person. We're going to tap into the power of now. See, later turns into next week. Next week becomes next year. Before you know it, you're living a life filled with almost, should have, and someday. Oh my gosh, how many of us are living someday? Oh, you bought my book. Well, thank you. I hope you like my book. Oh, I'm better than 5 cups of coffee. Man, that means a lot to me. Oh, you're better than 5 cups of coffee. They're World Aquatics. Man, I love it. Thank you. I'm having my coffee, by the way, guys, I'm having my coffee. Oh, by the way, any of you guys that want to get in the running for a free copy of my book, Monday, we're going to pull 50 names out, and I'm going to mail out the hard copy. I'll mail out 50 copies. If you want to get in the running for a free copy, simply hit follow real quick, and then go to our podcast channel on YouTube. So go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. That'll pull our podcast channel up. Hit subscribe, and then click on any podcast. Click on any video. Go to the comment section and write free books. So hit follow. Go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. That'll pull up our podcast channel. Hit subscribe, then click on any podcast, go to the comment section and write free books. And Monday, we'll pull 50 names. So anyway, there we go. All right, let's keep going. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, I'll do it later. Later turns into next week. Next week becomes next year. Before you know it, you're living a life filled with almost, should have, and someday. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. We don't want to do that. We're doing it now. But the people who win, the people who change their lives, build empires, and leave legacies, you know who those people are? They're right now people. Do it now. Do it now. I'm telling you, do it now. Get in the habit of doing it now. When something crosses your mind, do it now. Start it now. Come on, baby. Let's do this, Come on. What is a right now person? A right now person doesn't need all the answers. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't drown in overthinking. They act immediately. They respond decisively. They move today. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you want to make a big change in your life, just start doing things when you think about it. Instead of putting it off or thinking I'll do it later or no. Do it now. Tap into the power of now. Make your default mechanism, set your default mechanism to action. Guys, it's action that happens. See, the universe rewards action. It doesn't reward us thinking about it, talking about it, planning about it. It rewards us doing it. And I'll say this, when I've started businesses, I've never felt like they were ready. Never. I always felt like there was something else I could do to make it a little better before I started. But I learned, get it close, start, and you can keep working on it as you go. Come on. You can keep working on it as you go. Come on, baby. Huh? Let's do this. Come on, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do winners do? They act immediately, they respond decisively, and they move today. Why right now is when you should do it. Right now creates momentum. Action leads to clarity, and clarity fuels confidence. The sooner you move, the faster you grow, baby. Huh? Right now breaks the habit of delay. Procrastination is a muscle, and so is initiative. What you practice becomes your pattern. You know, procrastination is the biggest stealer of dreams there is. Man, thanks for the gift, Susan. Oh, do you have a P.O. box? Nope, I don't have a P.O. box. Nope. Thank you anyway, though. Oh, good morning, everybody. Man alive. Procrastination. You know what the cost of procrastination is? Listen to this. You know what the cost of procrastination is? The life you could have lived, huh? Hey, Ray. Hey, SMG. You guys over here on the YouTube side. Good morning. Good morning to y'all too, man. Come on, baby. Huh? Come on. Some days should be N-O-W. Yes, I agree. Now. All right. Right now, people. Right now creates momentum. Action leads to clarity, and clarity fuels confidence. The sooner you move, the faster you grow. Right now breaks the habit of delay. Procrastination is a muscle, and so is initiative. What you practice becomes your pattern. Be a do-it-now person, not a procrastinator. Huh? Right now, people stand out. In a world of watchers, waiters, and wishers, doers are rare. That makes them powerful. Do you realize, guys, you and I, if we want to be a success, do you realize we're going to leave most of our friends and family behind? Let me say that again. Us residual earners, do you realize us winners, we're going to leave most of our friends and family behind? Now, they could go with us if they wanted to, but they're not. The masses do not become a success. Does everybody understand that? The masses do not become a success. They just don't. They could, but they don't. It takes somebody with initiative. It takes somebody with heart. It takes somebody with that fire inside. It takes somebody that wants more out of life. You know, I'm not a success because I'm some genius. I'm not, baby. I mean, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I guess I got reasonable intelligence, got a bunch of common sense, but that's about it. But you know what I do have? I got a fire inside, baby. I got that heart of a champion. I got that burning desire in my butt to be somebody. What about you? Do you realize if you got that burning desire in your butt to be somebody, come on, you can do anything. Let's go. Let's go. Right now, people stand out. In a world of waiters, watchers, and wishers. Doers are rare. Guys, you're going to understand, we're going to be rare. See, call me anything but average and ordinary. I don't want to be average and ordinary. I don't want to drive an average car. I don't want to live in an average and ordinary house. I don't want to go on average and ordinary vacations. I don't want to do anything average and ordinary. Huh? How about you? See, I'd rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. Come on, baby. You can go with me. Let's go, huh? You know, I know some of you guys are looking at me going, that guy's a nut. That Presley guy, he is a nut. You know what? I take that as a compliment because I don't want to be like everybody else, huh? And you know what? I may be a nut, but I'm a rich nut, and it's fun being a rich nut. I challenge you to come be a rich nut with me. Let's all start doing things a little different. We don't want to be average and ordinary, huh? Right now builds identity. Every time you follow through on an action, you tell your brain, I'm the kind of person who moves. That belief becomes your edge. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. You know, Elon Musk, love him or hate him, Elon Musk doesn't sit still. He's known for his speed of execution, launching companies, pivoting strategies, building solutions in days instead of months. When SpaceX had 3 rocket failures, Musk didn't retreat. He gathered his team, found the problem, and had a new one on the launch pad almost immediately. He doesn't wait for conditions. He creates a momentum. Again, whether you love him or hate him, baby, he's got some good qualities. Being a right now person means sending the email today, making the call today, sending the text today, having the meeting today, starting the workout now, not planning it, launching the idea, not perfecting it, reading the book, not buying it and let it collect dust, huh? You don't need another plan. You need a decision. Jeez Louise, baby, come on. Do you realize, guys, this is the only life you and I got? This is the only life you and I got. We don't get a do-over. This isn't a dress rehearsal. Nope, this is it. One and only right here. Come on. It's time we go for it, baby. I mean, we don't get another chance. I mean, what we don't do, we don't do. I mean, there's no doing over later. I mean, it's now. This is what we got. Come on, baby. By the way, we're at 17,000 likes. Can we hit 25,000? We got 160 people on here. Come on, tap on that screen, huh? This looks like the main show. I don't know about the main show, Melissa. Oh, my gosh. I just get excited about helping you, Oh, you've motivated me. I built it and it works. Let's work. Yeah. Well, thank you. Oh, not a rehearsal. Nope. Life is not a rehearsal. It's the main show, Melissa. Yeah, you're right. All right, let's keep going. Oh, here we go. Being a right now person. Come on. That's what we're working on. Right now person, huh? You don't need another plan. You need a decision. You need to start taking some action. The universe rewards action. You make money with action. You don't make money thinking about it. Sure, we need to plan it and we need to get it ready, but we got to launch. You got to do it. See, that journey of 1,000 miles starts with but the first step, baby. You got to take the step. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to go for it. Come on, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby. Oh, not a rehearsal. I love that, Melissa. Not a rehearsal. No, this is not a rehearsal, baby. Man, thanks for the gifts. You guys are rocking this morning. I'm telling you. Oh, Norm, I would put it in a mutual fund until I figure out what I wanted to do with it. But, start a business. I mean, if you got a business you want to start, that's money to start a business. That's seed money. If you want to buy a piece of real estate, there's your down payment on a piece of real estate. Maybe it's a revenue producing piece of real estate. I mean, we just got to get to thinking about how can we make money. See, guys, successful people think different than unsuccessful people. Successful people think different than unsuccessful people. I'm telling you right now. Come on, we got to think different, baby. We got to think different. Unsuccessful people are not worried about being in debt. Unsuccessful people are just thinking about what can I buy? How can I spend? What other shiny toy can I buy for myself? Where successful people are thinking about, I got to get out of debt. I got to save money. I got to invest money. I got to buy me some real estate. I got to start me a business. I got to get my money making money. See, you and I got to get out of debt and then get our money making money. That's what we've got to be focused on, huh? Come on. Let's do that. How to become a right now person. Y'all ready? Number 1, kill the later language. Remove I'll try, someday, or maybe from your vocabulary. Replace them with action words like I will, I am, let's go, do it now, huh? Come on, baby. Number 2, take the first step instantly. Don't wait till you feel ready. Read one page, make one call, take one step. Action creates energy. See, guys, doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt. Come on. We got to start. We got to go. Figure out what you want to do, and then let's go. Maybe it's start a traditional business. Huh? Landscaping, house cleaning, power washing, vending machines, laundromats, real estate, whatever it is. Let's get it going. Maybe you want to do a TikTok shop. Let's go. Maybe you want to do network marketing like I did. Great, let's go. Maybe you want to do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, save up some money and buy you a piece of real estate. Great, let's go. Whatever it is, we got to start. Time waits for no one, boys and girls. Come on, we got to go. We got to do it. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, my gosh. The Chamois says, I will conquer. I love it. Come on, baby. And by the way, guys, I'll say it again. If you guys like what you're getting here, if you like this, if you like my style, jump in our success school. If you're wanting to learn how to be a success, we've got a podcast channel you can go to called Residual Earners. I do these lives every day. They're called Residual Earners. And we've got a school. It's called Residual Earners University. Come on, baby. If you want to get in here with a bunch of winners and run with a bunch of winners and start being a winner, come on. I'll tell you, it's easier to go to the top if you're doing it with other winners. If you're doing it with like-minded people, try us out. It's $29. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com right now and sign up. We're part of the school, SKOOL platform. We built it on the school platform. And this isn't some little course. Guys, I've got full-time people working in our university to make it better and better and better and better. I mean, we've got courses in there on success. We got my blueprint for success, how I went from ghettos to millionaire, and it's in modules. You work your way through it. I teach you how to set goals. I teach you how to budget. I teach you how to get out of debt. I teach you how to start a business. We've got courses on everything in there. We've got a video library that's massive. We bring experts in every week and do Zooms for the people in the university on how to make money in real estate, how to make money in insurance, how to make money in TikTok shop, we bring that stuff to you, experts every week, 2 a week. We bring them in there. We've got hundreds of winners in there that you can network with, networking with winners, networking with business people, where you can ask them, hey, how do you start a vending machine business? How do you start a landscaping business? How do you start a whatever business? I mean, we've got experts in there that'll help you. We've got, my gosh, I'm in there. I'll mentor you. We can do a Zoom together. We can jump on a phone call together. I'll help you, baby. You just got to get in there and get going. Isn't it time we do something different in our life? Come on. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Come try us. $29. And I always just say, just try it. If you don't like it, you can leave. I mean, it's easy to get out. But I'm telling you what, you won't want to get out. For you guys wanting to make money and start businesses and change your life, let's go. Residualearnersuniversity.com. All right. Become a right now person. Kill the later language. Start saying, I will, I am, and let's go. Let's do it now. Take the first step. Don't wait to feel ready. Read one page. Make one call. Take one step. Have one workout. Tina Smith just joined our university. I love it. Tina, be looking for an email. You're going to get my book, Be, Do, and Have More. You're going to get the audio version. It's coming in an email, so be looking. Oh, my gosh. And Tina, get engaged in the university. You know, our university is like the gym. You know, you go to the gym to work out your body, but I can join the gym, but if I don't ever show up, it doesn't help me, right? You can join the gym, but if you don't ever go in there and use the equipment, it doesn't help you. Well, in our university, you can join, but if you don't engage, it won't help you. So get in there and get engaged, get to know me, get to know the other leaders. I'm telling you, come on. Oh, my gosh. I'm excited for you, Tina. Guys, do what Tina just did. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Go there right now. Let's do it. Oh, what I was saying is we're on the school platform, SKOOL. That's that platform Alex Hermosi owns part of. And you go to our landing page. You'll put in your name and your email. It'll send you to the school, and you sign up right there. And it'll be like 3 minutes. I mean, it's simple. Little low form you fill out. Boom, you're in. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's keep moving. How to become a right now person. Kill the later language. Quit saying I'll do it later. Say I'll do it now. I will. I am. Let's go. Let's do it now. That's what we do. Take the first step. Don't wait to feel ready. Come on, baby. We can't feel ready. You're never going to feel like it's perfect. Start. Set deadlines, not dreams. We got to set deadlines, baby. Every goal you have should have a deadline on it. I call them time-bound goals. We should have a deadline on every goal we have. Give your goals dates. Put pressure on your potential, baby. Put pressure on your potential, huh? And then number 4, celebrate follow-through. Momentum builds through wins. Every right now moment you act on compounds your confidence. Melissa Garcia just joined our university. Man, I'm pumped up, Melissa Garcia. Melissa, be looking for an email from me. Be, do, and have more. You get my audio book for free. Man, Melissa just joined us. Oh, I'm pumped up for you, Melissa. You and Tina already joined us. Harold joined us. Come on, baby. Don't sit there and do nothing. Get in there and join us. Get with a bunch of winners. Residual Earners University.com. Oh, here we go. Let's keep moving. Celebrate follow through. Momentum builds through wins. Every right now moment you act on compounds your confidence. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Oh, my gosh. Agape says, look what Agape says. Good morning, REU family. You know what? That statement right there means more than you know. That statement right there means more than you know, because that says the REU family. Do you realize I didn't come up with that. Somebody in the university did, but it's like we're a family. It's like we're an extended family and they're supporting each other. I'm telling you what, if you're tired of not having support, you get in our group, you'll have some support. Our community supports. We help each other. Residual Earners University.com. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. The clock is ticking. You don't control tomorrow. You only control now. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Come on. Success doesn't come from good intentions. It comes from immediate execution. Let me say that again. Success doesn't come from good intentions. So many of us, we got good intentions. Boy, we're gonna. No, do it now. Do it now. Success doesn't come from good intentions. It comes from immediate execution. So stop waiting to feel ready. Start becoming a right now person, because the life you want won't show up someday. It's built in the decisions you make today. Be urgent, be bold, be decisive, be a right now person. Be urgent, be bold, be decisive, be a right now person. Be a right now person. You know, here's a time management tip. Y'all want some time management tips? 3 things, simple things to do. Have big goals with deadlines on them. Big goals. Have big goals with deadlines on them. Because if I have a big goal that really motivates me and I got a deadline I want to get it done by, I'm going to stay focused, big time, big picture. Number 2, every night before you go to bed, write out a to-do list for the next day. Write out a to-do list for the next day. Before you go to bed tonight, write out what you want to get done tomorrow. Huh? Before you go to bed tonight, write out a list of what you want to get done tomorrow. Prioritize it. Put the important stuff, the tough stuff at the top, and then work your way down. And when you wake up and you got a list in front of you, I'm telling you, you'll get 2-3 times as much stuff done. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it works. And it doesn't take you 5 minutes. Just sit down 5 minutes, write you out a list. What do I want to do tomorrow? Have a list. That way, when you open your eyes, baby, you hit the ground running and you got that list in front of you. So I got big goals with deadlines. I got my list, my to-do list that I look at the minute I get out of bed and get going. And then number 3, just work on that mentality of I'm a right now person. 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 Come on, baby. We want to be a right now person. Come on, huh? So big goals with deadlines, to-do list every night before you go to bed for the next day, and just work on that mentality. If you need to make a phone call, make it now. If you need to set an appointment, set it now. If you need to send an email, send it now. If you need to have a meeting, do it now. If you need to send a text, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And watch how your life will start changing, boys and girls. We waste so much time. We waste so much time. Woo! Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're watching Presley Swagerty. Oh, I am Presley Swagerty. Presley Swagerty. Swagerty. Grew up in the ghettos of South Dallas. Literally the ghettos. You know, I get on here. And I think the good Lord let me grow up in the ghettos so that I can get on here and I can tell you it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, baby. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can change anything you want to in your life, baby. Come on, let's do it, huh? I came out of the ghettos. Yep, sure did. But you know what? I didn't want my kids and grandkids growing up there. So I made a decision I was going to change, and I did. I went from ghettos to millionaire. I'm telling you, and you can do the same thing too, baby. I'm telling you, come on, let's go. I'm nothing special. I just had that burning desire in my butt to be somebody. And you go, well, I made mistakes, Presley. Well, good. So have I. I've made a bunch of them. I got so many skeletons in my closet, my clothes barely fit in there. So what? Well, Presley, I don't have a business degree to run businesses. You don't need one. Neither do I. I got a bachelor's in math and history because I was a teacher, and my master's is in physical education. I can tell you about biceps and triceps and lats and quads and all that stuff. Didn't help me any in business, though. You know what? We can learn anything we want to, boys and girls. Do you realize that? If you want to get into real estate, do you realize you can read books on real estate? You can listen to podcasts on real estate. You can watch YouTube videos on real estate. You can go to networking events on real estate. You can get you a mentor for real estate. You can go to seminars on real estate. You can go to conferences on real estate. You can take online classes on real estate. You can become a freaking expert on real estate if that's what your cup of tea is. If you're wanting to be a real estate investor, let's go. Let's start learning. Let's start doing something, huh? It doesn't matter what your degree is, or even if you don't have a degree. Who cares? I can show you millionaire after millionaire after millionaire that doesn't have any college education, didn't get a degree, but they had that desire inside to change their life, baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, grew up in the ghettos, taught high school, and coached basketball. Man, I was a good basketball coach. I loved it. You just don't make any money as a high school basketball coach. It's teachers. You know, my stipend for coaching, to get this, I'm a head basketball coach at Lakeview High School, a big, big high school right outside of Dallas in Garland, Texas. Lakeview Centennial High School, head basketball coach. Yep. You know what my stipend was for coaching? $4,000. Not a month. A year. I think I made about 27 cents an hour for all the time I put into it. You know what? So I was really living on a teacher's salary, which you don't make any money. And then I'm struggling financially. 16 years into it, I still couldn't pay my bills hardly. You know, and I'm looking for something, not knowing what I'm going to do. And my old high school coach brought me a network marketing business. Can you believe that? Never in my life did I think I'd even look at one. But anyway, Coach Mayo brought it to me, and I thought, I'll go have lunch with Coach. So I went and had lunch. He showed me what he was doing. He was making a little money, and I thought, oh, what the heck? I'll give it a shot. I got in. Man, it exploded. It exploded. I became the number one earner in the company, and I've made 40-some-odd million dollars. I mean, it's crazy. Never even thought I'd do it. Huh? Is that not crazy? And I see where a couple of you are asking about the networking business. I don't pitch anything on my live. So direct message me and say, Presley, how'd you make all that money in network marketing? I'm happy to share it. I just don't do anything on here. Never wanted this to be a pitch deal, so I'm not going to be pitching anything. So direct message me. But anyway, we took that money and we bought a car dealership and scaled it up to 7 of them. Printed circuit board companies, logistics company, auto transport company, car washes, real estate. Now I'm looking at franchises. As a matter of fact, I got franchise agreements I got to read today and see if I like them or not. I mean, guys, I'm always looking to do something. Come on, baby, let's do something, huh? Let's quit sitting on our butt. Let's get something going, huh? Come on, baby, we can do it. I'm telling you right now. Everybody, look at your screen real quick. Look at your screen. You're created in God's image. You got greatness inside you. You can do anything you set your mind to. You got untapped potential. Come on, let's go. You're amazing. Come on, let's go. Let's just start something. Nothing's going to happen if we don't start doing something, huh? And if you don't know what to do, jump in our university and just start hanging out with a bunch of winners, and you'll get some ideas on what to do, huh? We got our success school. It's called Residual Earners University. Come on, baby. Jump in there and hang out with a bunch of winners. We'll teach you how to make money, how to start businesses, how to scale businesses. That's what we do in there. See, on here, I can go over notes and I can help you a little bit, sure, and you're welcome to come here. Absolutely. I do these every day. But I tell you what, if you really want to get into the nuts and bolts of it, get in our university and we'll help you. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. We got courses in there. We bring in experts. We got a video library. You network with hundreds of winners. I'll mentor you. I mean, come on, baby. Come on. It'll be the best $29 you've spent. I'm telling you. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Anyway, let's get going. My next section today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, Miss Bunny Buns says, join. Look at that. Well, thank you, Bunny Buns. Bunny Buns. That's a cute name. Bunny Buns. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Excuses are fatal to success. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. You know, I learned a long time ago, baby, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. Good morning, Stan the Man. Good morning. A good dream. Good morning. Oh my gosh. It's Tina. Oh, Tina. Hey, Tina. I like your name, Bunny Buns. Yep. Joanne. Good morning, Joanne Tingle. Good morning, everybody. Man, all right, here we go. Excuses are fatal to success. Are y'all ready? Excuses are the great killers of potential, huh? Holy moly. Excuses are the great killers of potential. They sound smart, they feel justified, but they are silent thieves robbing you of action, ownership, and results. Ho! Amen or oh me on the excuse thing, huh? You can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. Isn't it time we stop making excuses? By the way, guys, we're at 26,000 likes. Can we hit 50,000 real quick? Would y'all tap on that screen? We got over 200 of us on here. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Excuses are the great killers of potential. They sound smart, they feel justified, but they are silent thieves robbing you of action, ownership, and results. Every time you make an excuse, you trade your future for your comfort. Oh, listen to that one. Every time you make an excuse, you trade your future for your comfort. Success doesn't care about your reasons, it only responds to results. While we make excuses, get this: fear of failure, fear of judgment, lack of confidence, unwillingness to change, comfort in victimhood. Man, right now, go throw victim mentality in the trash, baby. Shoot, I grew up with an abusive father in the ghettos, baby. I mean, I had all kinds of excuses. I could have said I was a victim. Oh, I'm a victim. That's why I'm stuck in the ghettos. I'm a victim. Bull crap, guys. We can do anything we set our mind to, huh? All of us have some kind of hurdle. Now, I agree. Some of us got bigger hurdles than others. I had a pretty big hurdle. So what? Either we get over it or we don't. You know, we could all enter the worst childhood contest. Woo, I'm in the worst childhood contest. I won the worst childhood contest. You know what you win? Nothing. All it does is hold you back because you're using that victim mentality as an excuse for not doing anything. I'll say it again. Let's go. It doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't care where you come from. My gosh, it's up to you. We need to look in that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me, and quit blaming somebody else. Huh? Come on. Oh, excuses protect your ego in the short term, but they destroy your progress in the long term. The language of excuses. I don't have time. I'm not ready. It's too late for me. I'm not good at that. I'll start next week. I'll start sometime. That works for them, but not for me. Oh my gosh, huh? Come on, come on, come on. Let's get rid of that crap, huh? Every one of these phrases is a brick in the wall between you and success. Holy moly, listen to that. When you say, I don't have time, I'm not ready, it's too late for me, I'm not good at that, I'll start next week, that works for them, but not for me. Every one of those phrases is a brick in the wall between you and success. Come on, baby, quit making the excuses. Come on, let's get out of that deal, huh? You can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both, baby. Come on, let's make the money now, huh? Let's start changing that. I'm telling you. What excuses really mean? I don't have time really means it's not a priority, because we can find time for the stuff we think is important. And why in the world would we not think success is important? Why would we not think leaving an example for our kids and grandkids would be important? It is important. Let's start acting like it's important, huh? I'm not ready is really I'm afraid of trying and failing. I can't really means I won't take responsibility. It's not fair. I'd rather complain than compete. Oh my gosh. The most successful people aren't excuse free. They just refuse to let excuses win. Guys, all of us have negative thoughts hit our brain. We all have negativity hit our brain. We just do. It is what it is, huh? We all have negativity. You just got to get that negativity out. Do you realize our mind can only think about one thing at a time? So if you get a negative thought in your mind, put a positive one on top of it. Come on, baby. Let's keep positivity going, huh? You know, if you're running with negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies, it is next to impossible for you to be a success. You know, my theory on negative people, if you're negative, my legs still work, I am out of here, baby. If you're negative, my legs still work, I am out of here. Guys, here's the deal. If you're struggling with negativity in your life, if you're struggling with excuses, if you're struggling with that stuff, do three things. Do three things. Get obsessed with personal growth. Three things you need to do. One, read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. 10 pages. Just 10 pages. Take you 10 or 15 minutes. Read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Cash Flow Quadrants, Robert Kiyosaki. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. How about Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell? How about The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy? How about The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell? How about Good to Great by Jim Collins, or Built to Last by Jim Collins, or how about The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason? Guys, if you'll read just that little bit, just 10 pages every day, just that little bit, 10 pages every day, take 10 or 15 minutes, read 10 pages every day. Do you realize in a year you've read 365 times 10? You've read 3,650 pages. You've read 15 to 20 good books, and you are not the same person. You have reinvented yourself, baby, by doing just a little bit every day. Huh? Come on, baby. Come on. Next, watch one personal growth giant a day. Watch one personal growth giant a day. If you're struggling with excuses and getting the right mental attitude, watch you one personal growth giant every day. Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Mylett, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Myron Golden. I mean, watch one of those people every day. Take just 10, 15, 20 minutes. Watch you one personal growth giant every day. In a year, that's 365 personal growth segments. You're not the same person. If I'm reading those books and watching those personal growth giants a year from now, baby, I'm telling you, you are a different person. You got different thoughts. You have reinvented yourself. Good. You see, we all need to take a mental enema and get that negative stuff out of there. Get rid of that stinking thinking, and let's put the good stuff in and watch how our life starts changing. Watch how excuses go by the wayside and we start becoming doers instead of I'll do it someday. We start saying I'll do it now. Huh? And then the last one, run with winners. Run with winners. Guys, I can't tell you, run with winners. I'm telling you, the biggest key to your life, the biggest key to your life, the biggest key to your success is run with winners, run with winners, run with winners, run with winners. I'm telling you, if you're running with people that are positive and motivated and see the glass half full, they're on the road to success. They're positive. If they're good money managers and they're saving money and they're investing money and they're buying a piece of real estate and starting businesses, if I'm running with people like that, I'm telling you right now, your whole life starts changing. Guys, it rubs off. You show me who you run with, and I'll show you who you are or who you're going to be. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. It's a fact, baby. If you're running with winners, you're going to be a winner. If you're running with losers, you're going to be a loser. And when I say loser, I don't necessarily mean they are bad people. They're just not going anywhere. They're stuck. They're stuck in mediocrity. We don't want to be mediocre. Call me anything but average and ordinary, baby. Call me anything but average and ordinary. I don't want to be average and ordinary. I don't want to live in an average and ordinary house. I don't want to drive an average and ordinary car. I don't want to do anything average and ordinary. I mean, I'd rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. What about you? See, you got to get the attitude that I'm going somewhere in my life. I don't care where I came from. I'm going somewhere. See, none of us can go back and make a new beginning, but we can all start now and make a new ending, and that should be the goal of everybody listening to me this morning. And you say, well, Presley, I'm already pretty successful. Great. Let's get you real successful. You know, I had a guy about 3 weeks ago say, well, Presley, I already fly first class. I said, great. Let's buy you a plane then. Come on, we got to start thinking bigger. We need that vision board. We need those goals. We need to get up every day with purpose and passion and go for it. I'm telling you right now, if you're sliming out of bed after hitting that snooze 2 or 3 times going, oh my gosh, it's another day. If you sliming out of bed like that, baby, I'm telling you right now, you don't have vision boards, you don't have goals, you're just existing. No, 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 no. No, life's too short, baby. We don't get a do-over. This isn't a dress rehearsal. We got to go for it now. Let's go for it now, huh? Let's get that vision board somewhere in our house. Print off some pictures of what you want your life to look like. Make you a little collage somewhere in your house. Write you some goals down, and let's start going for it, baby. I'm telling you right now, man, y'all got me all fired up this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, my gosh. Good morning. Oh. How'd you reach the position you're in today? You know, success. There's lots of roads to success, guys. But I'm going to tell you right now, you got to get something going on the side. You can't have that job and become a millionaire. Chances are, I mean, that just very seldom happens. You got to get something going on the side. So either you're building your dream life, or somebody hires you to build their dream life. Either you're building your dream life, or somebody hires you to help them build their dream life. It's that simple. So we got to be building our dream life. And the way we do it, I call it your 5 to 9 business. Get you something going on the side where for 5 to 9 in the morning, you work on your business. From 5 to 9 at night, you work on your business. That middle part of the day, we're working on the job because we got to keep the bills paid. But we got to get something going where we have the chance to make the big money. Come on. And maybe it's a traditional business. Maybe it's TikTok shop. Maybe it's network marketing like I did. Maybe it's, I mean, guys, maybe you do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, and you save money and you buy you a piece of real estate and you get into real estate. I mean, there's multiple ways to be a success. There's not just one path. But you got to do something. See, if I just keep getting up, going to a job I hate, coming home, going to bed, getting up, going to a job I hate, coming home, going to bed, getting up, going to a job I hate. Guys, the days turn into weeks, the weeks turn into months, the months turn into years, the years turn into decades, and pretty soon we wake up old and gray and we've done nothing that we are happy about. We've done nothing that we feel a sense of accomplishment about. We've just gone to something we hate because that's what we've done the day before. We got to get on a different path. And you say, well, I don't know what to do. Well, guys, I do what I keep telling you. Read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Watch you one personal growth giant every day and start running with winners. And if you'll do those 3 things, you're going to get ideas on things you can do. You will. I promise you. If you say, I don't have winners to run with in my life, then great. Get in our university. We are hundreds of winners in there. Hundreds of winners in there. You get to run with me. And I tell you what, baby, I'm a winner. Come on, let's go. Oh, my gosh. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and start hanging out with us. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Guys, I'm telling you right now, go try that. And if it ain't for you, get your butt out of there. But I'm telling you what, you're going to love it because you're running with people that are going somewhere in their life. It's so much easier to go to the top if you're doing it with a group of people that are like-minded. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Man, y'all got me fired up this morning, huh? The most successful people aren't excuse-free. They just refuse to let excuses win. I'll say it again. We all have negative thoughts in our brain. Throw a positive one on top of it and keep going, baby. Come on, let's do this, huh? How about Eric Thomas? A lot of you guys know Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas was homeless, dropped out of high school, and had every reason to make excuses. But he made a decision. No more blaming, no more waiting. He took full responsibility for his life. He went back to school. He worked jobs, studied at night, and eventually earned his PhD. Today, he's one of the most sought-after motivational speakers in the world, not because life was easy, but because he refused to let excuses define him. Huh? Oh, my gosh. Come on, yep. Brookie likes Eric. Oh, my gosh. 12 years to get a 4-year degree. Hey, yeah, I mean, whatever. You do what you can do. I mean, come on, baby. We all got it in us. Quit acting like you don't. You got greatness in you. Quit thinking you don't. You do. It's all about your thoughts. Take a mental enema, get rid of the stinking thinking, and put some good stuff up there, because your thoughts are what create your actions, and your actions are what create your circumstances. Come on. Let's do this, huh? How to kill excuses at the root. Own everything. Blame is disempowering. Ownership is liberating. You can't change what you don't claim. Look in that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Look in that mirror and say, the buck stops here. Take 100% responsibility for your life. We could all find somebody or something to blame, but I'm telling you what, if you blame somebody or something else, all you're doing is giving away your power. Oh, come on, baby. Don't give away your power. Look at that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Say that. Come on. Take small steps. Excuses often often come from overwhelm. Break it down. Do one thing today that moves you forward. Come on. Every day, do something. Every day, do something. Little step, big step, it doesn't matter, but do something. Number 3, change the language. Replace I can't with how can I. Replace I don't have time with what will I trade for this. Guys, how your success in life, the legacy you're leaving, the example you're leaving for your kids and grandkids, isn't that like crazy valuable? Isn't that like crazy important? We find time for what we feel like is important, baby. If you want it bad enough, you can figure out how to fit it in. Man, when I got going in network marketing, guys, I was the head coach at Lakeview High School. I was in charge of 4 basketball teams, varsity, JV, 2 freshman teams. I was teaching algebra, 4 classes. I was the sponsor of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I had 2 small kids at home. I did not have a lot of time, but I tell you what, I fit it in the nooks and crannies, and I made it happen. And I became the number 1 earner in the company, fitting it in the nooks and crannies of an already busy schedule. Come on, baby. Come on. And I see where a couple of you guys have asked. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just don't pitch anything on my lives. If you want to hear how I made money in network marketing or how I make money in network marketing, direct message me. I just don't pitch anything here. So understand, I'm not ignoring you guys. I just don't say anything on here. All right, let's keep going. Oh my gosh, number 4, the big one. Surround yourself with doers. Get this. Listen to this line. This line is worth your price of admission, baby. Excuses die in a room full of action takers. Listen to that one again. Excuses die in a room full of action takers. Randy Hedge says he's here. There he is. I just invited Randy Hedge to join us. Come on in, Randy Hedge. There he is. Good morning, brother. All right, give me 1 minute. Let me finish. I'm doing excuses are fatal to success, and I got about 1 minute left. I've almost finished this. All right, hey, you'll love this, Hedge. Excuses die in a room full of action takers. Huh? Excuses. Love all or nothing thinking. I tell you what, celebrate small wins. Momentum is built, not wished for. Excuses keep you broke, stuck, and powerless. Every time you choose an excuse, you reinforce the identity of someone who doesn't follow through. But when you reject excuses, you build a muscle of accountability, and that muscle leads to power, progress, and freedom. Excuses are easy. Execution is hard, but only one leads to the life you want. So stop explaining your limitations and start executing your vision. Excuses are fatal to success. Get rid of them before they kill your dreams. Good morning, Mr. Hedge. Man, we've been having fun. We've been going for an hour and a half already. Do this. When you're trying to talk to me, give me a text, because my texts pop up right at the top. You mean like a phone text? Yeah, just text me and say I'm here. No, I know it, but I didn't mean to ignore you. Yep.
Excuses are the alibi for those who want to blame others. It's my mama's fault. It's the government's fault. It's my boss's fault. It's my next door neighbor's fault. You know, it's my kindergarten teacher because she didn't love me enough. And look, excuses, even if it's a legitimate, real reason. Do y'all understand? Nobody cares. They're still judging you. Why do we feel the need to explain, justify, and give excuses? And look, I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. Yeah, but if he had done this, it wouldn't. Look, just move on. Don't try to explain it. Most people are happy you're having trouble anyway. Amen.
Golden Orchid said, "My mama never loved me." Oh, she said that Randy Hedge felt ignored. Yeah, if you know Randy, he doesn't want to be ignored. I know that. I mean, this guys, for you guys that don't know, if you're just joining us, Randy Hedge has been my best buddy for 30 plus years now. So he and I know each other probably better than anybody else on earth. You know, we know.
Are you trying to say I wear my feelings on my sleeve?
You're real good at that, Hedge.
You're real good at ignoring people. I know.
Yep. I just ignore it, and Hedge wears his on his sleeves. But anyway, my gosh, guys, Randy Hedge is an amazing human being. If you don't know this, he is one of the most amazing speakers in the world. He entered Grant Cardone's The Great American Speak Off. I mean, where you got up and give speeches. And guys, he went through several rounds. And get this, out of like 30,000 people, Randy ended up being the runner-up, and he got cheated out of the championship. But out of 30,000 people, he came in number 2 out of 30,000 people. So I'm telling you, Randy's amazing.
You know what number 2's called? First loser. I hate coming in number 2, but I do have to say, guys, and there's a life lesson here. Whether you get the trophy or not, what you learn in the process, that's the real value. You know, as you're building a business, as you're chasing your dream, as you're trying to get healthy, as you're joining Residual Earners University and learning, it's not about completing that course. It's not about leveling up to that next spot. It's about what you had to go through, what you learned, what helped you in that process. Presley, all my life, I've been so focused on getting to the destination. I can't wait till I arrive. I can't wait till I get there. I've got to, and I missed so much of the journey. And that's where the real blessing happens, is the journey. Don't you agree?
I agree 100%. And, we need to understand that I don't think success is a destination. I believe success is the journey. I mean, I don't think you reach a point and you go, well, okay, I did it. You and I both, Randy, have been huge successes, but I'm striving for more. I still want more. I want to help more people. I want to do more things. I want to, and I'm not going to adjust my halo and say, I don't still like making money. Randy and I've been blessed to make millions of dollars, but I'm telling you, I still enjoy making money, but that's not my main thing anymore. But it's still important. I mean, I still like to do that. I mean, I'm still looking to start other businesses and do all kinds of stuff. But, it's one of those things where just understand, keep striving. See, I think the whole key, Hedge, we want to create a life we don't want to escape from. I think so many people that hate their job and it's retire. Well, if you hate your job, yeah, you want to get out of there, but you want to create a life where you're not trying to get away from it. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy my network marketing business. I enjoy doing these lives. I enjoy the podcast channel. I enjoy our university. I enjoy the businesses I have. I enjoy all that stuff. I have fun doing all that stuff. I don't want to leave. Now, do I like to play golf? I sure do. Do I like to go to the beach? I sure do. But I don't want to play golf every day. I don't want to live on the beach every day. I mean, so I'm trying to accomplish stuff. Plus, if you create the life you want, like I can go to St. Thomas and I can still be doing my lives in St. Thomas. I can still be running my businesses in St. Thomas. If you create the right lifestyle, you don't have to be tied down somewhere. You can do what you want to do and still be able to live your life. I'm telling you what, guys, there's more to life. See, this is the only life you and I got, guys. This isn't a dress rehearsal. We don't get a do-over. It's time we start going for it. I mean, quit living in mediocrity. Call me anything but average and ordinary, Hedge.
And folks, he means that. If you're playing a game of tiddlywinks and you beat him, he's going to make you play again and again and again and again until he beats you. He does not want to be average or ordinary. You know, I agree with everything you said. People ask me all the time, are you ever going to retire? I retired years ago. I just happen to enjoy what I do. Now, I will give a little different slant. I want to give a different thought process. If you don't have some challenges in your life, if you don't have some frustrations, some setbacks, some learning curves, you're not growing. Look, if you got to prune a plant to get that spurt, right? It's the same in our life. And I find people who just sit on the couch and vegetate. They're not trying to accomplish anything. They're not trying to do anything. They don't have any challenges. They're not growing. They're not maturing. They're not, guys, I'm to the point, I know it sounds crazy, but I actually thank God when he puts a hurdle, a problem, an issue in my life. Don't ask for him to make your life easier. Ask him to make you stronger. Ask him to make you better. Because Presley, everything you and I have had to overcome, that we've had to crawl around, dig through, chew a hole in, battle, beat down, it's what truly made us. It's not the wins, it's the failures, the losses, if you learn from them. Guys, the biggest problem people make is they keep making the same damn mistake over and over and over and never learn from it. Look, you don't lose. You either win or learn. Amen or amen.
Amen. That's what I've said forever. And, you know, the other thing, Edge, I think you'll agree with this, is that if you're out there going for it, if you're trying stuff, if you're trying to start that business, if you're trying to get that TikTok shop going, if you're trying to get that network marketing business going, if you're trying to get that landscaping business going or that real estate business or that whatever you're, it invigorates your life. I mean, it gives you something inside that fires you up. I mean, sitting around doing nothing, oh my gosh, to me, that is a nightmare, brother. I mean, I want to be doing something. I mean, come on, baby. I mean, let's do something. Don't just sit on your butt and vegetate, like you said, Hedge. I mean, let's get out there and go for it. And I don't care if you're 18 to 80. None of us know how many days we got left on this earth. You may live another 30 years. You may be 110. I mean, nobody knows. I mean, come on. So get out there and let's go for it. I love that saying, and I'm sure I stole it from somebody, but it's never too late to be what you could have been. It's never too late to be what you could have been. And I mean, I believe that with every fiber in me. I mean, come on, let's go, guys. Let's start something, do something. Let's get something going.
Well, Colonel Sanders didn't start battering that chicken successfully till he was, what, 65?
60-something years old, living on a Social Security check.
Walt Disney went bankrupt 7 times before he found that little rat. Guys, failure is almost a requirement to be successful. I mean, if you look at Bezos, you look at Walton, you look at just Musk, any modern or past success, the one thing they have in common was they just kept getting up. They just kept moving forward. They just kept pressing towards the mark. And when you realize that's, and look, I'll be honest with you. I've actually, how many people, we're getting to that age, Coach, they retire, they quit work, dead in a year. I mean, you just see it over and over. Guys, you have to have purpose in your life. You have to have something that makes you want to get up in the morning. Now, it doesn't have to be building a business. That just happens to be something Presley and I enjoy doing, right? But go down to your local soup kitchen, volunteer for your local homeless shelter. Listen, this is a big one. Become a volunteer grandmother or grandfather down at the school. Go down there. I'm sure most schools have a program where you can go in and you can read to them. You can help them with homework. Guys, these kids need some stability in their life. They need a grandfather, grandmother, father, mother figure, because there's so many of them that aren't being raised. They're just growing up. Go invest in your community. It doesn't have to be monetary. Do you agree with that, Coach?
Oh, I do. Yeah, and hey, guys, I talk all the time, Randy, and you do this same thing too. You get all your F's, but I always tell people finances. Let's reinvent ourselves. Let's do finances. Let's do our health. I mean, health is vitally important, guys. If you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. I'm telling you, there's billionaires that would trade places with you right this minute. Billionaires, guys. And you go, why would a billionaire trade places with me? Because they're laying on a bed with some disease. I'm telling you, they'd trade every penny they got for your health. So take care of your health. So finances, health, relationships. Maybe if you got some toxic relationships in your life, get out of them. I mean, come on. Personal growth, man. We all need to be obsessed with personal growth. And then spiritual life. I say it all the time, baby. Eternity's too long to be wrong. You better get your life right with Jesus. I'm telling you. But finances, health, relationships, personal growth, spiritual life. I mean, guys, there's more than just money. Now, I will say this about money, though, Hedge. Zig used to say, money ain't the most important thing, but it's up there real close to oxygen, and no, money's not the most important thing. I believe that if you got your priorities right, it's good Lord, family, health, then money. Good Lord, family, health, then money. I mean, money should not be at the top of your list, but money is important. If you want to know how important money is, try living without it, and you'll figure out real quick that it is very important. So, Randy and I both are into making money, absolutely. But it's not the only thing, and it's not the most important thing, but it is important.
Yeah, when people tell me, yeah, money ain't that big a deal, I ask, well, where do you shop? Where is it you go that they don't want money? I want to know about this place. Look, people misquote the Bible all the time. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. And I will promise you, I worried a whole lot more about money. I focused a whole lot more on money. I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking about money when I didn't have none. Once you get enough to pay them bills, guys, you know what rich is? You know what wealthy is? You know what satisfied and comfortable is? Having more money than month. When your month passes, you paid all your bills. Here, I want to read this, Coach. I found this the other day. I did this on my live. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It puts it in perspective.
While Randy's doing that, guys, if you want to check Randy out, Monday through Friday, Randy does a live like I do. I do mine 7 days a week. He does his 5, but I'll tell you how much I appreciate Randy, love Randy, and respect Randy. I would never tell my group to go watch somebody else unless it's Randy. But, flip-flop back and forth during the week, Monday through Friday. RandyHedge.wealthbuilder. I'm telling you, it's worth listening to. But anyway, read what you're going to read, Hedge.
Well, guys, you have found a place for motivation, goal setting. I have so many people who tell me how Presley has changed their life. Now, look, I got to admit, 6 o'clock in the morning when them veins are bulging and he's hollering at you and that passion's coming out, there's some mornings I just have to turn them down just a little bit before I get in my life. I'm like, man, I wish I could fire myself up like him. But I think that's why we worked so well for 40 years, right? We're the yin yang. All right, so I read this. I thought this was huge. Y'all like my new phone case?
That looks pretty good.
All right. If in the TikTok shop, click on the link below. If there's food in your fridge, clothes on your body, and a roof above, a bed to sleep in, you're richer than 75% of the world. If you have money and the freedom to move, you're already in the top 18%. If your body is healthy today, you're luckier than 1 million people who won't survive the week. If you can read this, see understand this, then you are more fortunate than 3 billion people who can't. Guys, I'll tell you, I think we all are much more blessed than we realize. There are people right now, you know, I had someone tell me, yeah, but I need a new iPhone or I can't do that TikTok thing. Wait a minute. Do you know how many people in the world don't have a phone, period? The very fact that you have an electronic device, a roof over your head, some shoes on your feet. Guys, I think the biggest problem we have is we don't appreciate what we want. What's that saying? True wealth is not wanting more, but appreciating what you have. I think we're not appreciative enough sometimes, Coach.
No, and I know you're big on this because I got it from you because, I got a journal now, and every day I try to write down 3 things that I'm thankful for. And I tell you what, I don't have much of an issue trying to find 3 things. I can find 3 things. Yeah, Randy's got his journal right there. I mean, I do believe we got to have an attitude of gratitude. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with ambition. I think the ambition is great, and I think we all should have a little bit of that too and be going for it. But, the way I term it, Hedge, and you can steal this, is being blissfully dissatisfied. Be happy where you are, but be working your butt off to get where you want to go. And I mean, that's kind of characterized my life. When I was in the ghettos, just me and my little mama, I tell you what, I was a happy guy in the ghettos. I mean, I was happy, but I had that burning desire to do better, but I was happy while I was there. So I term it, be blissfully dissatisfied. Be happy where you are while you're working your butt off to get where you want to go.
You'll like this. You remember Tommy talking about your cemetery 6?
Oh, yeah.
You go have 6 people carry your coffin. Imagine how great your life would be if you reached out and lifted 6 people up in your life every day. Hey, praying for you. Hey, want you to know I love you. Hey, this too shall pass. Hey, if you need something, I'm here for you. Instead of having that cemetery 6, let's have that grateful 6. Those people that we impact their life. Guys, I promise you, if you go around spreading joy, happiness, encouragement, positivity to 6 people every day, make it a goal. Just keep a count. Just like I write down my gratitude, right? Reminds me of the little boy walking down the beach. There was thousands upon thousands of starfish washed up on the beach. They were facing sure death if they couldn't get back in the water. And this little boy was just walking down the beach, and he'd pick one up and he'd throw it out there. He'd walk down, pick another one up, throw it out there. And the old man, watching him do it, said, son, you can't save them all. You can't make a difference. The little boy picked one up and threw it out in the water. He said, made a difference for that one. Guys, we can't change the world, but we can change our world. And if enough of us change our world, we will change this world. You see, it's about those little small incremental steps. People think it's the big grand things. You don't trip over a mountain, you trip over a pebble. It's the little things, those small things. You remember that deal I used to do about the horseshoe nail?
I do.
I don't know if I can quote it. For the want of a nail, a shoe was lost. For the want of a shoe, a horse was lost. For the want of a horse, a knight was lost. For the want of a knight, a battle was lost. For the want of a battle, a war was lost. For the want of a war, a kingdom fell. It all goes back to that little horseshoe nail. That's close to how it's supposed to go.
That wasn't bad.
If you take care of the little things, the big things will take care of themselves. Had you found that to be true?
I teach this all the time, Hedge, is that you and I are big thinkers. We're always big thinkers. If I take a personality test, I'm a visionary. If I take culture index, I'm a visionary. I like doing big things. But what you figure out in life is that it's not we don't get many big things. There's just not many big things we get to do in life. It's all those little things that we do that compound out to be our life's accomplishments. And I think that's why we so many people miss out on life, because they don't understand that it's all those little things that add up to be our life's accomplishments. And if it's a little thing, it's easy to do. But if it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. So we end up not doing it. You know, and I give the example of, if you'll just put $250 a month in a mutual fund every month, just $250 in a mutual fund, it'll bring you 8 to 12%. Well, if I start when I'm 30 years old and I put 250, when I retire, I'll have about $2 million. But people won't do the 250 starting when they're 30 years old. If I read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, just 10 pages, it's that little bit, 10 or 15 minutes, read me 10 pages. Well, in a year, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. I've read 15 to 20 books by doing just a little bit every day. It's all those little things, boys and girls, that add up to be our life's accomplishments. We've got to understand that and start putting more significance in the little things that we do, because, again, I'm a visionary, but I still don't get a chance to do a lot of big things, but I get a chance to do little things every day.
Free and get your daily dose of motivation, attitude adjustment, goal setting. All you got to do, guys, people fly this guy around the world. They want the coach to come speak to their seminars, their companies, their conventions, and he's on here giving it for free. He's on here telling you the very things that have benefited him and allowed him to create massive income, a life by design. You see, I think too many people, they don't plan their life. And if you ain't planning, you're planning to fail. That's just a fact. You got to have a roadmap. You got to know where you're headed. How do you even know if you're winning if you don't have a goal? Imagine playing the game of basketball and there's no peach basket on either end. How many people you think got the reference to the peach basket, Coach?
Well, I'm excited because James Naismith came up with that peach basket hundreds of years ago now. But yeah, guys, you got to have. I teach all the time. Do you a vision board and write you some goals down. It won't take you 30 minutes. You can do a vision board in 30 minutes or less today. Think about it. Go to a computer that has a printer and print off a picture of the car you want, the house you want, the boat, the plane, the vacation, the second home, the jewelry, the church. Maybe you want to give a bunch of money to your church. Maybe you want to do something big for your kids. Put a picture of your kids. Just make you a little stack of pictures. Get you some tape, and on the back of a closet door, stick a collage of what I want my life to look like. Now I got a vision for this is the life I really want to have. And then write you some goals down. And you only want 5 to 10 goals, but write 5 to 10 goals down. And I would say start with get out of debt is number one for all of us, debt free. Number two, start a business. If you already got a business, then I want to scale the business. I want to net 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, whatever it is. Maybe you want to lose weight. I want to lose 30, 40 pounds. Put that on there. Maybe I want to get in real estate. I want 5 rental properties, but I've got a vision board, and now I got some goals. And if I've got a vision board and goals, what you'll find out is you'll wake up in the morning with purpose and passion, and you'll get up because you got something you're aiming at. But understand this, guys, the vast majority of people are going to go nowhere in their life. The vast majority. So for you to become a success, just understand right now, you're going to leave most of your family and friends behind because they could go with you, but they're not. They're not going to take 30 minutes to do a vision board. They're not going to take 30 minutes to write some goals down. They're just going to live life. I call it living life backwards, Hedge. Instead of having a goal and a vision and going for what you want, people will say, I'm living life backwards. I'm just going to take whatever life gives me, and I'm going to hope it turns out all right in the end. Let me tell you what, it doesn't turn out all right in the end. That's why people end up not living the golden years. They go eat at the golden arches because they don't have any money. I'm telling you, you got a plan. See, hope is a good thing to have, but hope is not a good financial strategy. You don't just hope it turns out all right. You got to have a plan, a goal. You got to go for it. I'm telling you right now, there's no guy works any harder than Randy Hedge does. And the boy doesn't have to work, but he works his butt off. And I'm telling you what, because he's got a goal and a vision of what he still wants to accomplish in his life. Guys, you got to understand that. And I'll say it again. I won't tell anybody to go listen to anybody else other than me except for him. He does his lives every morning, Monday through Friday. Randy Hedge, Wealth Builder. Go watch him. I'm telling you what, flip-flop back and forth between the coach and the cowboy. And, I'm telling you, you get so much wisdom out of listening to Randy. I mean, I love just getting on here when he jumps on here and listens to me and talks to me, and I get to hear him talk. You know, guys, for you guys that are just joining us, that guy with the cowboy hat, he and I are about as opposite as they come, but we're best buddies. He is country boy through and through. I'm city boy through and through. And but I'll say this, he has pulled me into that country life a little bit, and I think I pulled him into that city life a little bit, and I think we've been good for each other. But we're on opposite ends of the spectrum as far as all that stuff goes. But I tell you what, we're like-minded when it comes to many, many things. You know, I don't wear a hat, but I tell you what, we think alike a lot. So anyway, I don't even know what got me on that. But anyway, you're listening to Randy Hedge. He's amazing. Go check him out. Randy Hedge, Wealth Builders, Monday through Friday.
Well, because for Presley, I know which fork to use when I sit down at a fancy restaurant. They actually have tablecloths. You know, there was a time in my life I couldn't understand why I had more than one fork on the table. Guys, you have to grow. Coach, I want to jump down. There was a comment came through. I saw. I scrolled up and saved it because I think it's important. I think you and I can help. Leisha, Liasha. How do you say that, Chris?
Don't get.
Liasha. Leisha.
I guess so.
I think so. Leisha said, "I'm 37 and lost in everything. No sense of direction coming out of foster care." So I want to address this, and then I know Presley wants to help you as well, Leisha. Number one, the first step is realizing.
Alicia, that's what it is. Alicia, that's his short.
Okay. The first step you've already taken. You realize I'm lost. Do you know so many people are just stumbling around and they don't even realize they're lost? So once you've identified the problem, you solve 90% of it. That's just a fact. Now, what we have to do is start in small incremental steps. The first thing I will tell you is the more you pour into others, the more you give others, life is truly about a balance. You reap what you sow. Karma is real. I have never planted taters and got green beans. It just don't work that way. So I would suggest, why don't you try to help some kids who are in the situation you're in? Go be a big brother, a big sister. Go volunteer and try to show those kids that, hey, yeah, I know it's tough and you feel abandoned and you were neglected. And look, you can get into the blame game. It's very easy to say my parents were horrible and they did, and it's true. I'm not diminishing that. But guess what? The only person that can fix where you're at is you. It is up to you. Quit tripping over what's behind you. Quit blaming what's happened. Presley and I had a mentor, a buddy. His name was Ron, and he had a big sign behind his desk. It said, "It might not be our fault, but it is our problem." And that's how he led his team. So I hate that you're in the position you're in. But number one, you've recognized it. That's important. And number two, just start taking small steps. I would suggest by helping others, by working upon others, you're going to see such a return. You reap what you sow. What would you tell Alicia who says, I'm lost, I have no sense of direction, Chris?
Well, I agree 100% with what you said. Everything what goes around comes around. So you always try to help people. Absolutely. And, Alicia, what I would also say is, I believe that if you want more in life, you've got to become more. I really believe that. And, take the simple step of what I talk about every day, and that is get you a good book and a personal growth book and read you 10 pages out of it every day. Just 10 pages. Take 10 or 15 minutes and read 10 pages because life is busy. I get all that. And here's a big one for you. Go watch One Personal Growth Giant. Mel Robbins, my gosh, she's amazing. Go watch Mel Robbins. She'll talk about where she came from and how she got where she is. But watch One Personal Growth Giant today. Start putting some good stuff in your head, and all of a sudden you'll start getting a different thought process. See, I grew up in the ghettos, Alicia. I had an abusive father. I mean, I can't relate totally, but I can relate some to what you're saying. And when I was 40 years old, I was facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. So I understand the financial pressures, but when my life started changing is I made a decision that I was going to change my life. It took me making a decision, and then I learned from that decision that we got to grow, because if we want more, we need to become more. You and I don't chase success. We attract it by the person we become. So make a decision. You're going to change your life. Start reading you 10 pages out of a good book every day. Start watching One Personal Growth Giant every day. And the big key, though, is find you some people that you can run with that are actually going somewhere in life. Because it is a true fact. You show me who you run with, and I'll show you who you are or who you're going to be. And if you're running with people that are negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies, then you're going to be a negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybaby. If you're running with people that are on the road to success, maybe they're not there, but they're on the road to success, I'm telling you, it'll rub off on you, and all of a sudden you'll start getting different thought processes. It really boils down to, I know for me, I had to take a mental enema. I had to get rid of the stinking thinking and start putting good stuff in my mind. And when I started putting good stuff in my mind and started running with people that were going somewhere in their life, my whole life started changing, because I was running with ghetto buddies in the beginning. And I'm telling you what, I was going nowhere fast. But I tell you what, when I started running with people that were trying to change their life, they were on the road to success, my life started changing. So, between mine and Randy's advice, hopefully you got something out of that.
Hey, I'm going to go so far as forget everything we just said. Just read those comments on this screen, Lisa. People are just pouring love into you. They're telling you, you got this. You can do this. You're on your way. Lisa, you did something amazing. You got out of your comfort zone. You shared your fear. You shared your problem. And look how this amazing family called Residual Earner University is coming to your support. Look how these people are lifting you up, telling you, you can do this. We're here for you. Girl, come in this room, learn from these amazing people, and look, it's overwhelming, right? Just do one little step a day, and they build, they multiply. But you can get there. Now, my first piece of advice, guys, there's only 50,000 likes for Coach on this live. Y'all ought to be tapping that screen. You're getting gold given from the master. You should be sharing this live. You should be telling people about it, because here's the choice you have on this app every day. You can't fix stupid, but you can watch it in action on social media every day. My gosh, I scroll and I see some of the craziest, goofiest things that people actually sit there and watch. Or you can jump in Presley's lives every morning. Look, I'm lazy. I only go Monday through Friday. The only reason I got on this morning is Marcy and Tanner are sleeping in. I done went and got them their breakfast tamales. And I thought, I bet Coach is on. Guys, this is for me. I'm here because I learn. I'm here because I grow. I'm here because it helps me. Alicia, you got this. And Presley and I both, if you need help, reach out to us. Send us a private message. Get our email, whatever you got to do. I'm going to tell you right up front now, I just don't have time to read all the direct messages I get. I don't even hardly look at them anymore, because they're either telling me I'm right or they're telling me I'm ignorant, right? So the direct messages, they can kind of get overwhelming after a while, can't they, Coach?
They can. I still try to peruse through mine. So, I don't have time to dig into each of them, but I try to peruse through there. But, I'll end with this, Alicia, and that is, you're created in God's image, the God that spoke the universe into existence. and you got greatness in you. You may have to work to get it out, but I'm telling you, it's there. You got untapped potential. I believe you can do anything you set your mind to. And, I'm living proof of that. I came out of the ghettos, baby. You can do whatever you want to do. But anyway, yes, I agree with that, man. We got a lot of good comments coming in. Somebody said, is that your brother? Well, yeah, my brother by a different mother. And by the way, I was blessed to know Randy's parents, and he was blessed to know my mama. And, I didn't have, my dad was a scumbag, but I had an amazing mama. She was a godly lady, and I am who I am because of her. And then Randy had two amazing parents. He was blessed to get a good dad and a good mom. And, man, I still miss Burl and Betty a whole lot. Used to sit and listen to Randy's dad tell stories. If you wonder where Randy got his storytelling from, it was from his daddy. His daddy would sit and tell stories all the time, and man, it was a blessing to know him. Run with winners, man. Tell people about what your dad meant to you, Randy. I'd like to hear that. And while you're talking, I'm going to listen, but I'm going to go get me another cup of coffee real quick.
They were not good together. They were not good apart. If you want to talk about abandonment, abuse, neglect, my father was raised by his grandparents and an uncle. His mom and dad really weren't that present in his life. Now, he had a choice. He could decide to blame, to find fault, or he could break the cycle. And that's what he did. My father went to a very small school. I think there was like 8 people, 9 people graduated in his high school class. But he was a really good basketball player, and he was recognized. He was given the honor of being an all-state basketball player. And look, if you're from a small school, if you're in a small population-wise state like Arkansas, making it to the state championship, being an all-state, that's a big, big deal for these small schools. And so Daddy was one of the select few that was an all-state basketball player. Do you know neither his mom or his dad ever once watched him play a basketball game? His whole 4-year career, all through school, not one time did they go support, watch him. Now, here I come along. I have very little athletic ability. They called me the mop. And it wasn't because I got a bunch of rebounds. It's because I was always falling down and on the floor. But my dad, as far as I can remember, never missed a game. They went with me everywhere I traveled. They supported me. So you have a choice. Daddy had a unique way of putting things, right? Beware of the naked man that offers you his shirt. I want you to think about that one. Beware of the naked man that offers you his shirt. Ain't it always people who have not achieved it want to tell you how to do it? It's always the guy that's been divorced 5 or 6 times trying to tell you how a great marriage. It's always the lady who's never had children trying to tell you how to raise yours. Guys, if you're going to follow someone, if you're going to listen to someone, make sure they have fruit on the vine. Make sure they've traveled the trail you want them to lead you down. Daddy was a prime example, self-educated, what I would call lower to middle class. Mom and Daddy weren't rich by any means, but they were very, very wealthy. And what I mean by wealthy is they had their faith, their family, their friends. They understood the importance of relationships. Look, it was mandatory. We had to sit at the dinner table and we had to talk about our day. And we had to tell Daddy something we learned that day. We had to share and talk. And I remember thinking, those kids who just got to sit in front of the TV and eat, they were so lucky. I can look back now and I can tell you I would give everything I have financially to have one more sit down at the dinner table with Mom and Daddy. Right? If your mom and dad's alive, you call them today, you go see them, you reach out. You don't know how blessed you are. Coach, I got something for you I think you're going to like. You start a business to change your life. But somewhere along the way, you end up changing other people's lives too. And that's the real win. I'm going to read it one more time. You start a business to change your life, but somewhere along the way, you end up changing other people's lives too, and that's the real win. When I read that, I thought about you. I thought about me. That's actually where we're at on our journey. Guys, we're going to have plenty beanie weenies and Vienna sausage and bologna. We're going to be able to pay our bills if we never hit another lick. We're okay. God is taking care of this ugly fella and me. But for us, it's kind of turned into, and I really believe this. You can think I'm full of it. You can say it's hokey, cheesy. I believe God is using me right now to show other people there is a way. You can make a difference. You can change your life. That's my purpose. That's my calling, to leave it a little better than I found it. Coach, talk about the real residual benefit of starting a business as you help others.
Well, my goal, I believe, like Zig Ziglar did, if you help enough other people get what they want in life, you can have anything you want in life. And that's been one of my mantras, I guess, is that I try to help people. I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. I'm a firm believer in that to whom much is given, much is required. I believe that if you get to the top, you send the elevator back down and you get some more people on and bring them up to the top with you, because I'll tell you right now, the top is not very crowded. So you can get all the people you want up there with you, it's just, are you willing to help enough other people to get what you want? I mean, just help people and it's amazing. Good things will happen to you. You were talking about your mama and your daddy and all that stuff. Tell me this, Randy, see if you were like I was. When I was about 16, 17, 18, 19, I thought my mama was the dumbest lady that ever walked on the face of the earth. I got about 25 and I realized my mama is one of the smartest people on the face of this earth. I don't know what it was about being a teenager, but mama just didn't know anything. And then as I got older, I went to her and asked for advice on everything. But it was just funny. I don't even know what made me think of that, but it just crossed my mind that I went from thinking my mama didn't know nothing to not thinking she knew everything. And I'm like you. I would trade what I got to get to spend a few more days with my mama. But it is what it is. And I agree with you, Randy, that guys, if your mama is still alive, if your daddy is still alive, you go say something nice to them today, because one day they won't be around. Anyway, I'm going to get choked up talking about it.
Yeah, I know. And the same thing, there are people in your life, and we find this. We go through seasons, right? Circumstances change, locations change, jobs change, but you have people in your life who you wouldn't be where you're at if it hadn't been for them. Yeah. Maybe it was that junior high track coach. Maybe it was that English teacher. Maybe it was that next door neighbor, that elderly lady that made you cookies and encouraged you. There are people in your life right now who have been a blessing to you, and for some reason or another, you've drifted, you're not in contact. If your parents, your grandparents aren't available, reach out to one of those people and just let them know, hey, I was thinking this morning, Dr. Larry Bennett, my very first ag teacher, if Larry Bennett had not poured into me, encouraged me, I never would have started my speaking career, started in the FFA. That one man set me on a path that has truly driven the vast majority of my success in life. Guys, if you are not a good communicator, that should be a goal. You've got to learn, and I'm not talking about just giving speeches. I'm talking about how to engage with someone, how to be interesting to someone, how to make them feel important, how to converse, how to communicate. Whether you want a promotion, whether you want a date, whether you're trying to pitch your business idea and get funding, you need a loan at the bank. Communication is one of the most important skills you can develop. Presley, did you start out being a phenomenal public speaker? Did you start out being able to command the stage of 10, 20, 30,000 people? Or did you stutter and spit and sputter and embarrass yourself? Is it not a skill to become a better communicator?
You know, I still remember the first time I got up in front of a group, and it was probably 20 people. I'm just sitting there thinking, I hope they can't see my knees knocking. Because I was hoping my pants would cover it up, because, guys, you can get good at anything you want to get good at. It's just all a matter of doing it. If you get out there and work on something, it's like I tell people all the time, like let's say you're wanting to become a real estate investor. Okay. And you go, well, Presley, but I don't know anything about real estate. Okay. Do you realize you can become an expert? Do you realize you can read books on real estate? You can listen to podcasts on real estate. You can watch YouTube videos on real estate. You can go to networking events on real estate. You can get mentors for real estate. You can go to seminars for real estate and conferences for real estate and online classes for real estate. You can become an expert at anything you want to become an expert at. It's just a matter of getting your butt in there and doing it. We can make excuses or we can make money, but you can become. Do you realize I think I might have told you, or maybe you heard me talking about this, but a buddy of mine named Dimitri, Randy, is doing laundromats. Well, I've been asking him about laundromats. I even drove the other day and went to a grand opening of a laundromat, if you can believe that, and just checking laundromats out. I mean, just checking it out. I don't know if I'm going to do laundromats or not, but I've been checking it out. You know what? I came home after going to that grand opening, and I just went to YouTube and typed in how to start a laundromat. Do you realize multiple videos popped up, Hedge, on how to start a laundromat? I mean, it doesn't matter what we want to know, what our goal is, or what floats our boat. You can figure out how to do it. I mean, if you want to know how to do a TikTok shop, that guy with that cowboy hat and the shades on, he's a guru at TikTok shop. I'm telling you. So, we can find anything we want to do, guys. And, I'll say it again. For you guys that are listening and you're saying, hey, I'd like to do TikTok shop, I'm interested in that. I'm telling you, go to randyhedge.wealthbuilders Monday through Friday and listen to Randy talk. And I mean, he'll teach you. I mean, for free, he'll teach you on there. And I mean, guys, you just got to, whatever you decide you want to do, you can do. It's all about just understanding that you got greatness in you. I mean, we all got to understand that. I mean, I came out of the ghettos, baby. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you came from. I mean, and you may have had a great home life like Randy did. He had two great parents. And I mean, it doesn't matter where we come from. See, none of us can go back and make a new beginning, but we can all start now and make a new ending. And that should be the goal of everybody listening to Randy and I today. We should start right now and say, I'm going to make the best ending possible, because, guys, get this. We're all leaving a legacy. We're all leaving a legacy. What are you teaching your kids and grandkids? Are you teaching them that somebody with your last name can do something big? Or are you teaching them that somebody with your last name makes a bunch of excuses? Guys, I learned a long time ago, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. It's time we stop making the excuses. See, excuse-itis is fatal to success. It is fatal to success. You got to quit making the excuses. And I get it. A lot of people have different size hurdles to get over. But bottom line, end of sentence, no matter if you got a little hurdle or a big hurdle, either you get over it or you don't. I mean, we could all enter, or at least I could enter a worst childhood contest. Okay, what if I win? What have I got? I got absolutely nothing. I'm still in the same spot. See, we got to get over that victim mentality stuff and start going, it's time to do something big with my life. We got to all look in the mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Look in that mirror and say, the buck stops here. And let's quit blaming somebody else, because if we blame somebody else for our lack of success, you know what you just did? You gave them the power. I don't want somebody else to have the power over my life. I want the power over my life. And it boils down to us looking in that mirror and saying, if it's to be, it's up to me. And if we will do that and get serious about changing our life, make that decision, Commit to it. Focus on it. I'm guaranteeing right now, guys, you can do anything you set your mind to. You got greatness inside you. I got fired up there for a second. Were my veins bulging, Hedge?
Just a little bit. A couple of little white spitballs came coming out. I loved it. I loved it.
Oh.
Look, I'm going to give y'all a couple pieces of advice just to piggyback on what Presley said. If you can relate to this white beer, Presley's salt and pepper, if you're a little older, let me tell you two things that I believe you've got to endorse. You have to learn. You have to adapt. It's where we're at right now. If you are not figuring out how to monetize social media, how to use social media for your donut shop, your lawn care, your child care, your TikTok shop, your whatever. The future of commerce is online. Everyone agrees with that. You've got to learn how to use this. The second thing I will tell you is don't be afraid of AI. Get in there and play with ChatGPT. Look at Leonard. Look at all these different formats. Guys, I don't know which one's going to end up being the Google. I don't know which one's going to end up being the Walmart, but I'm telling you this. AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, those type of deals, they're not going anywhere. They're growing by leaps and bounds. Back to what Presley said, do you realize you could just go into ChatGPT and say, okay, I want to start a laundromat, break down the business model for me. And guys, it'll go so far as to walk you through exactly what you got to do. Then it'll come back and say, hey, you want me to help you fill out the application for the loan? You want me to help you have the prospectus? You want me to help you figure out the location you're looking for? Guys, those two things, especially our age group, people are not adopting, they're not adapting to, they're not learning. It reminds me of those people when the car came out. The first time the automobile ran down the road, all those skeptics said, you know what? That's a fad. Them contraptions called automobiles ain't going to last. It's always going to be horse and buggy. It's always going to be mule and plow. If you have that mindset on AI, on social media, you're going to get left behind. Guys, adapt, adopt, learn. It's easier to learn something now than it's ever been in any generation. It's free out there on that thing called the internet, the World Wide Web. You can go research and learn anything you want to learn. Do you believe that, Coach?
Yeah, I do. And somebody said it takes money to make money. And I want to, now I'm not crazy and going to say it doesn't help if you got some money. Sure does. But I'm going to say this. Do you realize that Randy teaches TikTok shop? You know how much it takes to get going in a TikTok shop? Nothing. You can get your TikTok shop going. If you just got a camera on your phone, you can do TikTok shop. And, I've made millions and millions of dollars in network marketing. You know how much it cost me to get going? $299. I mean, yeah, it helps to have money. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But you got to start somewhere. I started in the ghettos with nothing, and I was a teacher, broke. So, do TikTok shop for nothing, do network marketing for just $200 or $300. I mean, you can get stuff going without having a lot of money. And then you take what you make and you start investing in other things and you start other businesses. But the main thing I'll tell you, if you get something going on the side like TikTok shop or network marketing or something like that, you get in for little to nothing. Get out of debt first, guys. I'm telling you, debt is an anchor around our neck. Get out of debt. And, Hedge, I use that Dave Ramsey deal, that debt snowball method, where I tell people, list your debt, smallest to largest. Focus on that smallest debt. Make minimum payments on everything else. Focus on that smallest debt. And I mean, work overtime, do side hustles, do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, do network marketing, do TikTok shop, have a garage sale, whatever it is, and put that money towards that smallest debt. Now, boom, after a few weeks, you pay that smallest one off. Man, your endorphins are going crazy because you're excited. You got rid of a bill. What do you do next? You you start working on that second smallest one. Take what you were paying on the smallest one plus the minimum you were making on that next one and focus all your attention on that second smallest one, making minimum payments on everything else. Do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, do network marketing, do TikTok shop, do sell junk you don't need, whatever it is. Put all the money towards the second smallest one. A few weeks go by, boom, you pay it off. Now I got 2 bills out of my life. I focus on that third one, and I keep doing that until I get my butt out of debt. But you get something going on the side to help you get some money going. I mean, do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, do TikTok shop, do network marketing, do something, get a little extra money coming in, but instead of spending it, get out of debt. And then once you get out of debt, get your money making money, boys and girls. I'm telling you, it's okay to work hard for your money, but at some point in time, you want your money working hard for you. And start saving money, start investing money, start saving up and buying a piece of real estate, start saving up and start a traditional business. Maybe that's what you want to do. Whatever it is, though, but get out of debt and then get your money making money. And you go, well, what about getting to buy the things I want? Well, here's the deal. If you will get out of debt and get your money making money, you'll reach a point where you can buy whatever you want to buy. I'm telling you. But if I'm spending my money as fast as I'm making it and I'm in debt up to here, then the rest of your life you spend is fighting the battle. It's every penny you make's paying bills because you're on the wrong side of the interest equation. Come on, baby. Successful people think one way. Unsuccessful people think another. Unsuccessful people they're not worried about being in debt. There it is. What else can I buy? What else can I spend on? What's that new shiny toy? And here's the deal. They buy that new shiny toy, and the minute they buy it, it's worth half of what they paid for it. And they're going with assets that are depreciating instead of appreciating. Start thinking about how can I save up and buy me a piece of real estate? Oh, man, I get a rental property, and I'm making rent on it, and that renter's paying that bill for me. See, the only debt I like is if somebody else is paying it for you. If you got a rental property and they're giving you the rent and you're taking that and making your payment on your rental property, I think that debt's okay. But debt, just consumer debt, card debt, credit card debt, baby, get rid of that crap. But start thinking about how can I make money? Guys, start thinking like successful people think. How can I make money, not how can I spend money? And I don't even know how I got on that subject, Hedge, but anyway.
Show you story example after example of people who worked a minimum wage job. They were blue collar, but they lived such a life. They were so frugal that when they died, they passed millions on to universities, to students. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. That's number one. I'm going to give you a couple quick stories. This whole idea, you got to have money. I met a lady at 10X when I went out there to speak. She had a business that she started, and her job was picking up dog poop. She went around to these affluent, high-end subdivisions, and she just started knocking on doors, handing out flyers, saying, hey, I would love to clean your yard for you. You know, I'll play with your puppies. I'll pet on them. I'll check on them. But once a week, twice a week, I'll come by and we'll clean your yard of the dog droppings. And you know what? People like that idea. They'd rather pay her $10, $20 a week to come by, check on Fido, make sure the water bowl's full, pick up. And so she was smart, though. She started marketing. She'd put up a little sign on the fence. Fido lovingly taken care of by yard pooper, whatever name she had. And so the next door neighbors, they didn't want the Smiths to get ahead of them, so they would hire her. And then they would tell. Guys, it got to the point where she had to start hiring employees to make her rounds. When I met her that year, she had already done $400,000 in revenue. $400,000 from going around picking up dog food. It was just an idea she had, but she marketed, she found the right clients, and she has since franchised the concept. Now, understand, it was more than just picking up dog poop, right? She had a little newsletter. Every visit, she take the dog a little snack. Once they've been with her for a year, they got a little collar. She connected with the family and gave a service. Do you know she was dead broke when she started that business and had no money to invest? Guys, if you want to make money, all you got to do is get out of your comfort zone. Now, I will agree that debt on a personal level is the worst thing you can have. What Coach just gave you is absolutely the key to freedom. You know why most people have debt, Presley? They're buying stuff trying to impress people they don't really like. They're worried about what the neighbor, he got one of them new Mercedes. I got to get one of them. This fancy watch. Guys, why are you worried about those things? Pay off that personal debt. Now, Coach gave you the key to success. He gave you the absolute secret sauce of how to be successful. If you have debt that other people are paying for, if you have a business, business debt is good as long as you're cash flowing back, baby. As long as that return on investment, as long as you can, even if you're not making profit, as long as you're covering that nut, as long as you're taking care of that commitment, you're building asset. So I'm all about, matter of fact, this month, Presley, I paid off absolutely everything I owe, which I've been there for a while, but we bought that Denali with that zero money down, zero interest. GMC was giving up. And I thought, well, if they ain't going to charge me for the money, I'll finance it with them because it cost me nothing, no interest. We have paid off that Denali, which I think it's only a year old today or this week. And I owe for nothing. The ranches, the house, the vehicles, nothing. But I was a victim. I was a person who made the mistake earlier in my life of putting it on the credit card, buying it today instead of waiting. And that credit card debt got huge in my life. Coach, can you relate to getting your finances out of order and buying it on that credit card? I think credit cards are the worst thing you can do. I really believe that. If you can't pay for it, do without it, at least on a personal level. If I want to get a loan for a business, I think that's genius. If I was a young man, I'd be borrowing every dime I could. I would be leveraging myself because the one thing Presley and I both learned is you can always start over.
Yeah, my gosh. And Randy's known me since I was broke before I made money. But no, I was facing bankruptcy and foreclosure. So I can relate to everything you've said, Hedge. Do I have credit cards now? Yeah, I got a couple of credit cards now, but you know what? I pay them off at the end of each month. I don't want to pay interest on my credit cards. Sometimes you just got to have a credit card when you go into hotels and this, that, or the other. So, I use them, but then I pay them off. But, guys, just understand, get out of debt. Just bottom line, get out of debt and get your money making money and watch how your life will change. And I'm going to ask you this, Randy, when you made that last payment and you literally owe nobody nothing, is that not an amazing feeling?
Just using their money. I like the zero interest
Right.
part, right? I remember the day we paid off our mortgage, and that's been decades ago. Marcy and look, guys, I live in a very simple little house. It's just no farmhouse. We built it 37 years ago. We've added on to it, and we've got some upgrades, and we built a pool. But I can remember back when I said, okay, even if I lose everything, my house, my land will always be mine. And that's really, Presley, when my investment strategy changed. Because that was no longer at risk, right? Guys, I want to tell you something. If you're starting a business, that needs to be a complete separate entity. LLC, a S Corp, a C Corp, a limited partnership. I don't know what's going to work best for you where you're at in your particular tax and situation in the state you live in. because it does vary. But I'm telling you this, if you haven't set up a family trust, if you're not running your businesses through a separate entity and protecting your private stuff, you're on the road to misery. But once you do that, so yeah, to answer your question, when we paid the mortgage off, Marcy and I couldn't believe it. We felt so free. It's just a burden that's off your head. Right?
Yep. Well, and I agree with Randy. Start separate entities, because I got burned. I personally guaranteed some stuff in my life, and the business went down, and I personally guaranteed it, and it cost me dearly. So I've learned, do not personally guarantee something. Make sure that entity is separate from your personal finances, just like Randy was talking about. Guys, we've got 350 people on here right now. I'm going to tell you right now, Monday, I'm going to give away 50 of my books, Be, Do, and Have More. If you want to get in the running for that, simply hit follow right here. We're going to pull 50 names out on Monday, and I will actually ship them to you. But hit follow, and then go to our podcast channel. So go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners, pull up our podcast channel, hit subscribe, and then click on any podcast, and in the comment section, write free books. And we'll pull 50 names out on Monday and send 50 books out. Another thing, if you're just wanting to run with some winners, we started a university. See, what I figured out is on my lives, I can help you. And I got notes, and I go over stuff and all that, but I can't really be hands-on with you. So I wanted to be more hands-on. So we started a university called Residual Earners University, and I can mentor you. You can get in there and run with winners. We've got courses on success. We got my blueprint for success in there, how I went from ghettos to millionaire, and it's in modules. You work your way through. So if you're just wanting to run with winners, be around winners, network with business people, let me mentor you some, guys. Join us. It's $29, but I'll tell you what, it's the best $29 you've invested in yourself. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com. If you like the stuff you're hearing right now, that's what we teach in there. So anyway, it's up to you, but I tell you what, and get this, guys, you're not locked in. If you don't like it, you can leave anytime you want to leave, but give us a try, residualearnersuniversity.com. And by the way, for you guys just joining us, the guy in the cowboy hat and the shades is my best friend. He has been for 30 plus years. We are on both ends of the spectrum. He is a country boy. I'm a city boy, but he's pulled me into the country, and I've pulled him into the city. And, it won't be long till we'll be at deer camp and having fun hanging out and all that sort of stuff. But, anyway, he is one of the wisest men I've ever been around. I like to run with winners. That's why I run with this guy. So I'm one of those guys that I don't tell people to leave my lives to go watch anybody else, but I will tell you, you can leave my live during the week and go watch Randy, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. He is randyhedge.wealthbuilders, and he does his lives Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, Randy? Is that about when you go? 7 to 9 in the morning. So if you want to leave me and listen to him a while, you got my permission to. So anyway.
If you know why you want to do something, you can figure out the how. The why is the most important thing. And Residual Earners is going to expose you to real estate, to investing, to communities, to just being around those winners who are supporting one another. Guys, my niche is pretty specific, right? If you want to work on TikTok and make money on TikTok, my family, my tribe can teach you. Residual Earners is about everything in your life. It's going to help you be a better mama. It's going to help you be a better grandparent. It's going to help you be a better Christian. It's going to help you figure out that business you want to start, how to scale the business you have. There is not a truer statement. You show me the people you're running around with. You show me the people you're listening to. You show me the people you're letting affect your mindset, and I will show you who or what you will become. Residual Earners University, you need to go get in, folks. You got to try it. It will change your life if you apply it. Presley, there's so many people, and it seems like it's more and more in these younger generations. Yeah, they'll learn it, but they don't use it. I mean, it's the craziest thing. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I've read that. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, why aren't you applying it? Why haven't you adapted it? Why isn't it part of your daily operation? I just don't understand it. Why do you think so many people don't apply what they hear? And look, I've been guilty of it. You've been guilty of it. But when you actually start using it, it's like, wow, why didn't I do that sooner?
Well, it's like X-Ray Goddess. She says, Presley has literally changed my life. So grateful for that. That's what drives me now, Randy. Comments like that. Presley has literally changed my life. Jump in and try us out, residualearnersuniversity.com, and see what you think, guys. But anyway, I think I think we've lost self-discipline, Randy. As a nation, I think we've lost a lot of that. And, success boils down to self-discipline. And what does self-discipline mean? It means doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. And I think the feel like it or not is the key. See, winners hang on when everybody else lets go. So if you want to be a winner, you got to hang on. And doing anything, it's if you jump into Residual Earners University, it's like a gym. I can go sign up at the gym. And boy, I'm a member of the gym, everybody. If I don't show up and get on the machines and get on the treadmill and get on the Stairmaster and lift the weights, it doesn't matter that I'm a member at the gym. That doesn't benefit me at all. Same way with Residual Earners University. I can sign up for it. Okay, boy, I'm a member of Residual Earners University. But if you don't engage, if you don't get on the Zooms, if you don't watch the videos, if you don't network with the people, it doesn't benefit you any. So I'm telling you, I think success, Randy, is so much about this self-discipline, but you got to understand, some days you're not going to feel like it. You're just not. So you got to do it anyway, though. And that's the same way with TikTok shopping. Guys, by the way, Randy Hedge, that guy with the cowboy hat and the shades on, he is one of the world's experts at TikTok shop. So shut up. If you want to learn how to do TikTok shop, I'm telling you, he has written courses on it. I mean, he's going to go, oh, shucks, no, I'm not really that good. Oh, shucks. I mean, he pulls that cowboy crap on us, but I mean, he's really the expert at TikTok shop. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to learn about TikTok shop during the week, go to randyhedge.wealthbuilder, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time, and listen to him. And if that's not your cup of tea, then don't listen to him. But if you're thinking about, hey, I might want to do some TikTok shop, I'm telling you, he really knows his stuff. And I mean, he can pull that shy crap all he wants, but he is an expert at it. So.
Well, you're too gracious, Coach. The truth of the matter is, I have an amazing community. Look, there are people in my community. There are students who started with nothing, who joined me, that make more than me, right? So, yes, our community, our little wealth builder family, you're going to hear from just absolutely amazing group of people. And it's folks just getting started. You'll hear about their struggles, their successes. So I will take that compliment from a community viewpoint. I am what the team is. I am what those amazing people have made us. But I make mistakes every day. I'm learning every day. And the one thing that I think Presley and I have been good at is we've got a real short memory. And I think Presley is even better at that than I am, because I will dwell a little bit, but I think his coaching background, he don't like to lose. I promise you, this man hates to lose worse than anybody I've ever met. There is a competitive fire in him that I've never seen in anyone else. It is an extreme. He's going to win. He wants to win. We got to win. But if he doesn't, he very quickly learns from it and moves on. Talk about that, how it's not a loss. It's either a win or you learn.
Well, I mean, let's get real, folks. Life is going to knock you down. Business is going to knock you down. I mean, shoot, the businesses that I've started, have I been a success most of the time? Yeah. But I've also lost big sometimes too. I mean, it's just life. But you get knocked down, you get yourself up, you adjust that uniform, you dust yourself off, and you get back in the game. And Randy is spot on. I don't say I ever win or lose. I win or learn, because you're going to learn a lot more when you get knocked down, because you don't want to get knocked down because that hurt. I don't like to get my knees scratched up and beat up. So I don't like to get knocked down. So I learned what I did wrong to hopefully not get knocked down again, at least not by that event. So, but it's just understand, and guys, understand, if you read Jeff Bezos's book, I think people forget, Amazon is such a monster now, they forget. He started that by selling books out of his basement, almost went out of business multiple times. Sam Walton, yeah, he's Mr. Walmart, sure is, but do you realize he had 1 5 and dime for years before it turned into Walmart? Domino's Pizza was started by an orphan who had to put his Volkswagen up to lease his first little pizza joint. Now he's a billionaire. I mean, you can just go to Rowling. Man, she was struggling big time, couldn't find anybody to publish her books, and then Harry Potter pops out, and next thing you know, she's a billionaire. But she struggled. She'd write, she would be doing her writing in a coffee shop with her baby stroller next to her because she didn't have anywhere to go. But look what happened. I mean, guys, I'm just telling you, life is, we see these people that are successes and we think, oh man, they're just an overnight success. What you don't see is the getting up early, staying up late, the 5 years of grinding to become that overnight success. You got to understand, anything you want, anything that's worth having, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to work your butt off, and it's going to start off slow, and you're going to be depressed because it's not moving fast enough. But if you just stay the course, good things will happen. I keep saying it over and over again, and I love this analogy. Winners hang on when others let go. And you just got to keep fighting the battle. And I call it your 5 to 9 business. Most of us on here are like I was. I was a coach, so I had my job. Wasn't making any money, struggling financially, but I had that job. You got to start that 5 to 9 business. I call it your 5 to 9 business. 5 to 9 in the morning, work on your business. 5 to 9 at night, work on your business. You got to keep that middle part working the job, because that's what's paying the bills. But you start something and you get it going. For me, it was network marketing. I got network marketing going, and I was fitting it in the nooks and crannies of everywhere I could squeeze it in there. And it ended up, people see me now, boy, he's the number one guy. He's made millions of dollars, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, sure did. But they don't understand. I was ignorance on fire for a long time, just running around talking to people, not really even knowing what I was doing. But if you keep doing it, you get better and better and better and better at it. But it was outside my comfort zone. And Hedge, you'll love this, but I want to throw this in real quick here. Feel the fear. You're going to have fear. You're going to have fear. Get this. Hedge will appreciate this one. When I got involved in network marketing, Coach Mayo showed it to me, and he come over after I signed up. He said, here's what you do, Presley. You make a list, you make some phone calls, you set some appointments, and you show the plan. And I go, Coach, I don't like the phone. Well, Presley, you got to Coach, I don't like getting rejected either. So I don't like the phone, Coach, and I don't like getting rejected. I don't know about making these phone calls, Coach. Well, you know what? The next day I'm sitting there thinking, well, okay, I guess I could try it. Well, fear's telling me don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I made a few calls, and my stomach's in knots, and I'm hating every second of it, but I made a few calls. And the next day I made myself make a few calls. Now, fear's telling me don't do it. But see, fear gives you bad advice. So fear's saying, don't do it, Presley, don't do it. But I made a few more calls. And the next day I made a few calls, even though fear was telling me don't do it. Now, here's the moral to the story, though. If I had not made myself make those calls, I would have never exploded my business. I'd have never become the number one earner in the company, and I would have missed out on a fortune. Now, here's the scary part and where it applies to you. Not you, Hedge, but, well, I guess it could apply to you too. But anyway, here's where it's scary to me. If I had not made those calls, Randy, well, number one, I'd have never met you, but I'd have never met Randy. But anyway, get this. If I'd not made myself make those calls, I would have not known I was missing out on a fortune. My life would have continued just like it was, and I would have never known what I was missing out on if I would have listened to fear. Well, my question to everybody listening to me right now is, What are you not doing that fear's giving you bad advice on, that you're listening to fear instead of going for it? Is it starting a business? Is it starting that TikTok shop? Is it starting that network marketing business? Is it starting that traditional business? Is it making that call? Is it asking for that sale? Is it asking for that appointment? What are you letting fear dominate you? See, you got to hit your fear right in the nose. If you'll hit the fear right in the nose, fear goes away. But if you don't, fear's going to chase you the rest of your life, baby. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Man, that's my motto, is feel the fear and do it anyway. So anyway, I thought I'd throw that in there.
What's that saying you said for years? Success is on the other side of fear, the thing you're not. Put it. You can do it.
Well, I don't remember exactly, but I mean, success is on the other side of fear, baby. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna. I mean, if you're going for something big, if you're really trying to change your life, understand you're gonna have fear. I mean, it's a fact. I have fear. Randy has fear. We all have fear. We all wonder, am I doing the right thing? But I'm telling you what, either you take some risk or you're going to get 10 years down the road and have regret. Risk weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. We don't want to have regret. So understand, fear gives bad advice. FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Guys, you got to understand, you got to feel that fear. You got to go for it. You got to make it happen, because again, this is the only life we have. We don't get a do-over. This isn't a dress rehearsal. We got to go for it now. And we need to be shooting for the stars. You know, Zig Ziglar always said, Randy, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit nothing every time. We got to be shooting for the stars. We want to be leaving that legacy we're proud of. We want to be leaving that legacy that our kids and grandkids are proud of. We want to be showing people with our last name that we can do something big, that we can make some money, not make excuses, but make something happen with our lives. We want to be that living example for our kids and grandkids, because get this, you don't just affect your kids and grandkids, you're affecting generations to come, baby. And I'm not a deep thinker. Randy knows that. But I mean, it did hit me the other day that you don't just affect your kids. You don't just affect your grandkids, but you affect their kids and their kids and their kids and their kids and their kids.
Absolutely. And guys, understand, having that example, having just someone to say, this is the way right over here. Hey, turn left. Oh, don't do that. Guys, that's 90% of the battle. And that's all the reason you need to join Residual Earners University, to get in these lives. Do y'all realize this man does this every day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day he is on here helping you for free. Now, I know why he does it, because he is a prime example of having a mentor, of someone who pours into you without any reward, without any ask. Presley, I don't think enough of these people have heard about Cousin Manny and how Manny set the example for you. And that pivotal decision in your mind as a young man, I want to be like Manny. Have you done that on these lives? Have you shared the Manny story much?
Well, I do occasionally. You know, I can tell you I'll give you the nutshell version of this, guys.
We want the whole I want the wind blowing through. Come on, they deserve it. Hey guys, answer me this: if you'd like to hear Coach give his Manny story, which set him out on his path to success, his cousin was the example that Presley needed. This is an amazing story. If you'd like to hear Coach do the Manny story, type in a number one. Just drop in a number one. Coach, we got 300 people in here. If we get over 100 ones, if enough people type in a one, would you do that story for us?
I guess so.
Look, I'm putting him on the spot. All right, Cosmo says one. Ben says one.
Oh.
Got you, Maggie. Come on, drop the. Oh, look at that. Look at that. J-Ron just put in a bunch of ones. All right, I think it's a done deal. You got to tell us the Manny story. I want to hear about the pajamas, the whole deal. Guys, this is, if you will listen to this, adapt it, and apply it, it will change your life. And this is why you need to be in these lives with this man every morning, This is why you need to join Residual Earners University. You're going to love this. Matter of fact, I would encourage you, send a share, call your son up, say, hey, you need to listen to this man. Tell your next door neighbor, hey, we've been talking. This guy's going to help us. Hey, share this, send it out, sit back and listen and learn. The Cousin Manny story from the coach, Presley Swagerty.
Well, you built that up so much. All right, here's my Cousin Manny story. I grew up in the ghettos, guys, literally the ghettos. I have a huge extended family, lots and lots of cousins. I mean, I got cousins on top of cousins on top of cousins. Good people, good-hearted people, but just not a success. And I got one cousin named Manny Carter, who's a couple of years older than I am, and Manny was a success. I mean, Manny's made millions of dollars. Randy's actually met Manny. Manny, success. Well, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, like 17, 18 years old, Manny was just my idol. I mean, because Manny lived in a nice house. Manny drove nice cars. Manny was just different than everybody else in our family. And as a teenager, man, I loved to hang out with Manny. And there's a moral to this story, and I'll go through it quick here. But Manny was amazing. I mean, I just loved hanging out with Manny, and I'd spend as much time with Manny as I could. And I remember this one Christmas, man, I loved to be at Manny's house at Christmas because he lived in a beautiful home in a beautiful part of town, and it was decorated and they had gifts and lots of food. And I'd hang out with Manny as much as I could. And, I obviously learned that when they got the PJs out and it was bedtime, it was time for me to leave. But anyway, I remember I'm over at Manny's house this one Christmas, and man, I've spent most of the day with him, and I love being with Manny because he was talking about investments, and he was talking about real estate, and he was talking about business, and but the other people in my family didn't talk like that. So I was at Manny's this one Christmas, and I remember I stayed there most of the day, and it got to be evening, and they started getting the PJs out, and I knew when that happened, it was time for me to leave. So I hugged everybody and told them goodbye. And Manny lived up on a hill in a beautiful home. And I remember walking down the sidewalk to get in my car. And by the way, my car at that point in time was, for you young folks, you won't even know what I'm talking about. But for your older folks, it was a 62 Ford Galaxy. It was a boat, an ugly boat, and it was beat up and had lots of miles on it, but it was my car. But, oh, by the way, my ugly boat, get this, guys. When I got this thing, the dash was so cracked up that I cut me a piece of carpet and stuck on there to cover up all the cracks on the dash. And it was blue shag carpet, okay? Blue shag carpet. Now, for you, some of you folks don't even know what blue shag carpet would look like, but it just ugly carpet. Anyway, and the radio didn't work. So I mounted me a 8-track player. Now, most of you guys don't even know what an 8-track player is, but it was a big old brick you'd shove in a thing like a CD now. You know, you can still use CDs. Now it's all Bluetooth. But anyway, this was before cassettes, before CDs, before Bluetooth. But it was a big old brick thing, and you had to carry almost a suitcase around if you had a bunch of your favorite albums in there, okay? But anyway, I mounted it under the seat. It wasn't a little slit in the dash where you could slide something in. It was under my seat. So I'd get my 8-track cassette, which was a big old thing, and you'd shove it in that 8-track. And I would, guys, I'm telling you, the quality was terrible. Creedence Clearwater Revival was one of my favorite groups. But get this, I would be driving down the road. Creedence Clearwater Revival would be playing. I'd be doing about 40 miles an hour. And if you know, I had no air conditioning, so it's just the wind blowing, you know, and the shag carpet would be giving it this, and I'd be driving down the road with Creedence going in this ugly old car. And I don't even know why I told you all that. But anyway, that was my car that I'm going to get in. But I come down from Manny's this one Christmas, and I get in my car, and I'm sitting in my car, and I'm fixing to go back to 8724 Dunlap Drive, where people literally were getting ugly things happening. I'll just put it that way. But anyway, I'm sitting in that car, and my mind is racing. Now, understand, I'm like 17 years old at this point in time, and I'm hanging on to that steering wheel, and I'm fixing to leave this beautiful home to go back to the ghettos, and I'm hanging on to that steering wheel, and my mind is racing. And at this point in time, guys, I don't even know what a role model is. I just knew I liked being with Manny, and I'm hanging on to that steering wheel, and I remember looking back up going, I want to be like Manny. Manny's who I want to be like. And you go, why are you telling us this story about your cousin Manny? Well, I'm telling you this story about cousin Manny because, guys, understand, he was my role model. He was a cousin. He didn't even know I was looking at him, but I was watching everything he did, every step he took. I was listening to every word he said, and he showed me that somebody from our family, somebody from our side of the tracks could make something out of themselves. Guys, my point to you and why Randy wanted me to tell this story is this. You got kids and grandkids that are watching you. Chances are. But I'm also telling you, nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends are watching you. Just like until a few years later, Manny did not know what he meant to me. But the foreword in my book gives Manny credit for my success. Because I would not be here talking to you today if it wasn't for a cousin named Manny Carter that showed me that somebody with our last name could do something big. Guys, I'm saying it again. Your kids and grandkids watch you, but also nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends. What kind of example are you showing them? I'm telling you, it is time we go for it, guys. It's time we start showing people that we can do something big with our lives. Somebody with our last name can do something big. I'm telling you, you got greatness inside you. You're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence, and you can do it. Well, Mr. Hedge, I've got to jump on our Zoom, our networking Zoom. So give people some closing thoughts, brother.
Well, I'm actually just realized I got my text. I'm late for my little team conference call, so I have to do that. I was supposed to be on there at 8:30, and I've been so wrapped up listening to this. So my thought is this, guys. It costs you nothing to get in these lives and learn from this man. It's free every morning. But it could cost you a fortune if you don't take his advice and apply it. Check out Residual Earner University. Just keep coming back. And what will happen over time, you will go, you know what? I thought this had to be some kind of scam. He's trying to sell me something. But you will realize, no, he's truly investing in you. He's truly telling you, you can make a difference. If it's going to be, it's up to you. You have to look in that mirror. You have to take responsibility. And to have that motivation, to have that guidance, to have someone like Presley Swagerty in your life is a blessing. I hope each and every one of you bookmark this, you give the man a follow, and come back. Coach, you've helped me this morning. I'm already 20 minutes late. I'm going to jump off. Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. Love you, buddy. Call me later. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. Thanks, Randy, for jumping on, man. We appreciate that. I'll give you the nutshell version of everything. Number one, I see where some of you are asking about network marketing. I don't pitch that on here. Direct message me. I'll get back to you. Just say, Presley, how have you made all that money in network marketing? I'm happy to get back to you. Number two, if you want to get in the running for one of my free books, I'm going to pay shipping and everything. I'm not asking anything out of you. We'll give 50 of these away Monday. So hit follow right here. Hit follow real quick, and then go to our podcast channel on YouTube. So go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. It'll pull our podcast channel up, hit subscribe, and then click on any podcast. Go to the comment section and write free books. So hit follow here, go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. It'll pull our podcast channel up, hit subscribe, and then click on any podcast, any of them. And write free books in the comment section, and you're in the running. We'll pull 50 names on Monday. And then the last thing, guys, is we have our university. I can only help so much on here. I mean, I do notes and I cover stuff, and we get Randy on, and we do as much as we can here. But if you really want me to mentor you, if you really want to get with a bunch of winners, if you really want to have access to all of our trainings and all that stuff, I'm telling you, jump on Residual Earners. Try us out. It's $29, but it'll be the best $29 you've spent. And guys, understand, you're not locked in. If you don't like it, you can leave anytime you want to. But anyway, residualearnersuniversity.com. Jump in there, get with some winners. Let me mentor you. Let's get you to the top, baby. Let's get you to the top. I mean, let's do it, huh? If you're wanting to make money, start a business, scale a business, run with winners, network with business people, come join us. Let me mentor you. I'll help you. I mean, we'll even do Zooms. I'll get on a phone call with you. I mean, we'll help you if you really want to do it. So residualearnersuniversity.com. Well, all right, guys, I got to jump on a Zoom for my networking business. So love you guys. God bless you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. So we'll see you then. God bless, guys. You guys over here on the YouTube side, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Man, I appreciate all of you. So if I can help you guys, let me know. If you haven't gotten our university, do it. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. I mean, I'm there to help you. Let's do this thing. Let's take our life to the next level. Let's all level up. Y'all with me? All right, guys. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all later too.